Yemamita
Tina mi fanche Yehowa nemu Wonia Yemamita
Memanin kwachi Kuruani so nama boliti atraman senina meshirani di medina dansi wonia
unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is Citi 97.3.
The Citi Breakfast Show. Rise above the noise.
Nama boniti achama sena meshirani ding na medina dansi bonia oh yeah mameda stena minfa Yehowa wonia tena minfa nemu Yehowa nemu wonia Memanin kwachi say Memanin kwachi Kuruani Nama Bonitine
This is the Citi Breakfast Show. The city's biggest conversation.
Medina dancing oh yeah mamita say it again so man in kwachi Kuruba Nama Bonitine Achaman Sena
Yehowa 6:32. Welcome to Wednesday morning, 97.3 Citi FM. Joe Metal featuring Love Gift. I will lift up the cup of salvation. What shall I render to my Lord for his faithfulness unto me? Welcome to a great morning with the superb song of Ghana's gospel superstar, Joe Metal. It's a great show. Start from now till 10 o'clock. A lot to do. Great insights, important interviews. You hear the voices from the street and the markets. 10 days to the 2024 elections. Different perspectives. Campaign heats up. We bring you all the perspectives on the show today. Starting off with a quick one, he says, I will stand upon my watch and set myself on the tower and watch to see what he will say to me and what answer I will give when I'm reproved. Then the Lord answered and said, write the vision. Write the vision. It means what you see is not enough. You must put it in print and make it plain on tablets that he may run who reads it. Don't run if you haven't read. But it's not enough to just see, you must put it on a tablet. It says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it will speak. Oh, I love this. It starts as a picture, then you transform it into words, then it becomes a sound. It says, but at the end it will speak and it will not lie. So the pursuit of vision is translating what you see into words and then effecting them into sound that is tangible for people to hear. So people will hear of an accomplished vision. Initially they may not see, they may not even read what you've written, but if you persist in pursuit of a godly vision, it will speak. And it says it will not lie, which means that you will be proved right. What you saw will be manifested in the flesh. And it says, though it tarries, wait for it. It means sometimes there's a gap between what you see and what eventually occurs. It's called patience, it's called long suffering, it's called persistence, it's called sticking to the plan. Though it tarries, wait for it. Why? Because it will surely come, it will not lie. Oh, I love it. And then he ends with a very interesting verse. It says, behold the proud, his soul is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. It means that your vision will be delivered by faith. God will not ask you to do something you can do without him. You definitely need faith to translate what you see into what becomes visible for all. It's called faith. Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 1 to 4. I love it. So pursue your vision with persistence and patience and translate what you see into what becomes. It takes faith to do that. Business Sense brought to you by ADB, the People's Bank. Reach us on 0302210210. Let's give you a better loan deal for your Greek expansion, for that project that you started, that you want to finish up on time. That's ADB. Our personal loans available to you when you call us this morning. We're going to start with the newspaper headlines brought to you by Total Energies. Our Bronya Lube promotion is on. Swing by our major service centers, change your engine oil, get a free elite car wash to keep your ride sparkling clean. Follow us on social media, Facebook at Total Energies Ghana, Twitter at Total Energies GH, and Instagram at Total Energies GH. And if you want to be pivarized, a best of flavor in every sip, there are various versions of Piva. The cola flavor, the cocktail fruit drink, the orange, the tangy, and of course the grapefruit as well. It's a taste you love, a taste you cherish. Available at a local store near you. Call 0550032231. Jumping straight into the newspaper review segment, Caleb Kura and Nathan Kwao. Gentlemen, good morning.
Good morning, Bernard.
I hope you're ready for the show today.
Absolutely, Bernard.
What are the papers saying, guys?
Well, Daily Graphic this morning. Vote number 1 on December 7. Dr. Baumia tells electorates Western Region Chiefs appeal to Mahama for development. All set for special voting come Monday. EC features at graphic development series today, and Adan Traditional Council expresses concern over inaccurate media reports.
The Ghanaian Times says we'll safeguard polls. That's coming from the IGP. Enthusiasm, anxiety grip Takrady electorate at the December 7 polls get closer. And Fair Wages and Salaries Commission signs landmark negotiation agreements with 44 unions and institutions. And the land minister is telling the next government revise VAT on mineral exploration.
Daily Guide this morning. EC ready for special voting come December 2. We will protect electoral officers. IGP assures Ghana will not bend. And there's assurances on page 3 of Daily Guide this morning. Baumia Sheikhs Malamata Abosiokai Hebron and Kozi commissions road bridge in Adentan.
The News Center says police sued 15 million cedis over chopped ear of pregnant woman. Walk the talk of peace. IGP Dampare urges lawful conduct ahead of polls. MTN Ghana and Access Bank have partnered to offer flexible smartphone payment service, and President Akufo-Addo inaugurates 4 hospitals in Ashanti region.
The Herald this morning, powerful watches seller exposes national security's terror squad, publishes the exact tantrums thrown at kidnapped Emirates manager. This matter is back to the front pages again. Media Foundation fights EC's media restrictions at coalition centers as anxieties swell over NCA's internet disruptions. NPP plots with EC to rig 2024 elections. This is Mahama alleging, and Deputy Finance Minister pulls gun on constituents at NPP rally for demanding accountability. This is what Herald is saying, and it has highlights of the NDC and NPP's manifestos on health, and Adan Traditional Council warns Fourth Estate and allies about electoral chem.
The Chronicle says it has Samuel Jinapo here telling the next government to scrap VAT on mining exploration. Dampare applauds Baumia Mahama Ital for conducting decent campaigns devoid of violence, and you have Kozi inaugurating a road and a bridge in Adenta.
Republic Press this morning, Akufo-Addo tears Mahama apart as he shreds 24-hour policy. Security chiefs commend EC as they acknowledge stakeholders' role toward peaceful election. Mahama cries wolf again, alleges foul play in election process, and then locked funds. Men's Good customers threaten to vote against NPP on December 7, and Baumia pledges to complete Agenda 111 in first year if elected.
The new publisher has the picture of the Baumias here. So Samuel Baumia is saying, my sweetheart Baumia focused on both solutions, not campaign of insults. And Gravedigger selling human head for 600 Ghana cedis.
Wow. The Inquisitor this morning, last hour hard work. NDC storms Ashanti with superior media plan. Our democracy is our responsibility. Justin Kodia, NPP's General Secretary, is saying an NDC cannot collate their own results. Napo is here. Don't call repainted old schools brand new infrastructure. Professor Pukwajiman here. And coming up, confusion at National Security Signals outfit.
The Informer newspaper says Baumia will deliver. Akufo-Addo urges Ghanaians to rally behind him. There's some brouhaha over recall of parliament. Majority urges national interest, but minority says move against MP's career-defining election. Robust land administration promotes economic development, Baumia observes as he inaugurates Lands Commission's ultramodern office complex. And is Ghana ready for election 2024? EC graphic hold forum today.
Okay, now the Ghanaian publisher, Vote Baumia for Progress and Development, ESLA also is urging, and NHIA rolls out free dialysis program to come December 7. FDA committed to food safety. That's the CEO speaking, Madam Dr. Delis Mimidako of the FDA here. Otumfo expresses gratitude to Akufo-Addo, says Ashanti has its fair share of development. And then at this one, ADB MD pleased with North Shore Apparel Ghana project. This is that project that is expected to employ some 2,000 workers and more.
Yes, please.
The Daily Searchlight says clear and present danger. 50 new HIV cases recorded in Ghana daily. Fadada Beji Fufro, Alan's grand policy to revolutionize transport industry, and trader jailed 15 years over drugs, and 2 jailed 13 years for trading in human skulls.
Let me take you online. EC is in the news for many reasons. They say all ballot papers to be deployed nationwide by end of today. That's story number 1. Number 2, they say they are ready for special voting on December 2, that's Monday. Right. And then number 3, EC to allow only 12 media houses into regional coalition centers, only 8 into constituency coalition centers. And of course, Media Foundation says reverse media access restrictions at coalition centers. So all of that on the EC. Now on elections, Alan unveils Fadada Bejifo fraud policy. Also, we need your support to reset Ghana. Professor Nana to Central Regional Queen Mothers. And then liars cannot go to heaven. Mahama tells Akufo-Addo on Doomsok claims. Meanwhile, a free anchor is also asking Ghanaians not to trust Baumia. All of these and more online. Then if you go to Channel 1 News, the lead story there is about the Ashanti chiefs praising Akufo-Addo for transforming the region. This is election 2024. In other stories, we are told that reforms needed to tackle mining industry challenges. Dr. Yao Graham speaking at TWN's 30th anniversary. And then ensure peaceful elections. Otunfo tells Akufo-Addo. And then EC clarifies decisions to restrict media access. Meanwhile, NDC cruising to victory. Elvis Efree Ankra speaking on Channel 1 television. If you go to my journal online, parliamentary disruption is a self-inflicted wound. Speaker's lawyer criticizes Supreme Court plaintiff's actions. In other stories, flawed from the start, Martin Amido dismisses Supreme Court ruling backing majority leader. Couple of interesting stories here attributed to Frimpong Boateng. He says, my real party is not on the ballot. This is Frimpong Boateng. He also says Bawumia lacks emotional attachment to MPP. Okay. And then Sami Oku says we'll do better than 2020. Sami Oku predicts victory for MPP. Meanwhile, Ablakwa says Shraj aired and let Ghana down in the Kusi Boateng matter. So a lot of politics everywhere. Let's come into the details, gentlemen.
Bernard, all is set for special voting come Monday. Daily Graphic front page by Samuel Duodu. All is set for the conduct of special voting on Monday, December 2 this year. Chairperson of the Electoral Commission, ECG Mensah, has stated during an interaction with the National Security Task Force led by the Inspector General of Police, Dr. George Ekufu-Dampare. The EC chairperson said the exercise will take place in 328 special voting centers across the 276 constituencies. Now a total of 131,478 personnel have qualified to cast their ballots in Monday's exercise. Special voting is restricted to members, security agencies, media, electoral officers who have applied and followed through the process to a successful end. Now it goes on to give you preparations and breakdown of numbers and all of that. Essentially, the big story is that come Monday is the day for special voting.
Now, meanwhile, the EC says all ballot papers to the voting centers have been deployed, and that will happen by end of yesterday. The EC assured that all ballot papers will be deployed to all regional centers across the country by end of, that was yesterday. The biometric verification devices will be deployed by close of the weekend. Now, according to the commission, it has deployed ballot papers to 13 regions with Northern Bono and Bono East outstanding. Now, they have also introduced a very controversial policy about media access. This was communicated yesterday on Eyewitness News. The Electoral Commission has instructed its regional directors to limit media and observer access to collation centers during the elections, emphasizing the need for a secure and efficient collation process. Under the guidelines, only 8 media houses will be allowed at each constituency collation center. At the regional collation center, the EC has set a limit of 12 media houses, consisting of 5 TV stations and 7 radio stations. Dr. Eric Bosman Asari, Deputy Commissioner or Deputy Chairperson of the Commission, said the decision, or spoke about the decision during an interview on Eyewitness News on Tuesday. He said the restrictions are intended to streamline the collation process and ensure smooth operations at both constituency and regional levels. Now, the Media Foundation for West Africa has been speaking on the same program, and they are asking the Commission to reverse this decision. This was in an interview on Eyewitness News. Suleiman Brahima argues that such restrictions could undermine transparency and accountability during the election collation process, urging the EC to reconsider its position to uphold the role of the media in ensuring credible elections. Now, despite this, Dr. Asari of the EC defended the decision, and I think I read this already. The foundation urged the EC to reconsider the decision. We'll give you some details later during the main show.
Okay, if you stay with the elections, the IGP is here, Dr. George Ekufu-Dampare. He's assured the EC that the police is ready to protect the commission to enable them discharge their duties on December 7. And Dr. Dampare, he's the head of the National Election Task Force, and he's the IGP. He was speaking at the National Election Task Force meeting with the EC in Accra yesterday to discuss preps towards a peaceful election.
Otunfo is asking the president to ensure peaceful elections. Asante Otunfo said to the second has called on the president Akufo-Addo to take all necessary measures to ensure a peaceful electoral process on December 7. The Asante made this appeal when the president paid a courtesy call on him at a visit to the Menchia Palace to express gratitude for the unwavering support during his tenure. In a separate engagement with the Ashanti Regional House of Chiefs, the president cautioned that voting for John Mahama in the upcoming elections could lead to the neglect of Ashanti and the abandonment of key projects. As part of his 3-day tour of the Ashanti region, President Akufo-Addo visited the Menchia Palace, where the Ashanti urged him to uphold a peaceful electoral process for the December elections. During the meeting, the regional House of Chiefs, the traditional leaders commended the president for spearheading development projects in the region, and they thanked him for completed and ongoing projects.
Well, staying in the Ashanti region, the president has commissioned 4 new hospitals, and he was speaking at Sabronum in the Ahafuano Southeast District, and he said that there was the need for continuity to protect the gains, his administration had made, and the commissioned hospitals are located in Sabronum, Drobonso, in the Setrafan Plains District, Chedea in the Atrima Kwauma District, and Suami in the Suami municipality. And there are pictures on page 6 of the new center.
Still with the elections.
Yes, still with the elections and politics on page 13 of Daily Graphic. On top of that, vote number 1 on December 7, Dr. Baumia tells electors. If you go down in the Western region, chiefs appeal to Mahama for development. So start with Dr. Baumia, flag bearer of the New Patriotic Party. He has urged the electorate to vote number 1 in the presidential and parliamentary elections on December 7 this year. Dr. Baumia, who was addressing spare parts dealers at Aboso Kai in the Ablekuma Central constituency in Accra yesterday, consequently asked Ghanaians to stick with the MPP. Quote, I have been to over 270 constituencies in 16 regions. What I've witnessed here today tells me by close of day on December 7, we will hear Jefferson Saki has won as the Member of Parliament for Ablekuma Central, and the MPP has won the presidential. Now, if you go down there, some traditional leaders in the Western region have expressed disappointment and frustration over the current government's neglect of the region in a passionate appeal to the National Democratic Congress presidential candidate John Dramani Mahama, who paid a courtesy call on the Western Regional House of Chiefs. The chiefs urged him to address the region's pressing issues should he become the president.
I have 2 very interesting stories for you. Flag bearer of the NDC has hit back at President Akufo-Addo for describing his legacy as one of intermittent power supply known as Dumso. In a statement made on Monday, November 25, the president labeled Mahama as a failed president, claiming that he was the only leader not rewarded with a second term due to his poor performance. The president further asserted that while past leaders are recognized for their similar contributions, Mahama's legacy is defined by Dumso. Now, former President Mahama, in a rebuttal during his tour of the Western region, he noted that the power challenges had been resolved before he left office in 2017. He therefore said the president's assertion was a lie and deserving of a man of his status. Quote, I expect that when MPP is telling lies, they will leave it to the younger ones and the junior ones to do. But when the senior ones, like the president, said that Dumso was not so before they came, I heard him say that if we could not keep the lights on, how can we run a 24-hour economy? In 2016, Dumso had been solved. Nobody's light went off in 2016. Nobody had load shedding. Drawing his analogy from the Bible, Mahama underscored that lies will not make it to heaven. You got the thing now. Now, still on the NDC, the running mate is in the central region, and she's urging chiefs to support, or Queen Mothers to support her. Running mate of the NDC, Professor Jenano Pokwajiman, has called on Queen Mothers in the central region to support the party's agenda to reset Ghana. Speaking at a meeting themed Building the Central Region We Want, Professor Pokwajiman engaged the Queen Mothers in discussions on effective strategies for regional development. She also appealed to them to rally behind the NDC and vote for the party in the 2024 elections. Let's come to other stories away from elections.
Powerful Wache seller exposes National Security's terror squad. Story is on page number 3 of the Herald newspaper. So Rashida Sani Nasumu, powerful Wache seller implicated in the kidnapping of Sylvia Patience Ba, the Emirates Airlines Airport Services Manager in Accra, by rogue elements of the National Security, has effectively shredded the Ministry of National Security's unsigned statement denying their involvement in what appears to be a state-sponsored terrorism. In an opinion piece published on Ghana Report, an online platform owned by her, that is Rashida, she repeated the exact tantrums thrown at her by the National Security thugs who abducted Sylvia, handcuffed her, gagged and blindfolded her before driving her to an unknown location where she was kept for over 24 hours and later dumped near Ashaiman to find her way home. So Bernard, this story is not going anytime soon. Back and forth here and there.
Still on other stories.
If you go to page 6 of the new publisher, gravedigger selling human head for 600 cedis. A gravedigger, Abdul Razak Mohammed, found with a human skull without court authorization, has been sentenced to 8 years in prison by the Dansoman Circuit Court. The 49-year-old man who works at Awudome Cemetery reportedly sold the skull to 24 34-year-old Alex Frimpong for 600 cedis to help Frimpong secure more contracts in his masonry work. Frimpong also received a sentence of 5 years in prison. Both men pleaded guilty to charges of unlawful use of human parts, and the court convicted them based on their guilty pleas and handed down their respective sentences.
Let me give you a story from Ashanti region. You know, there was a blast near Kasua on the road construction, damaging houses. Now, Hafiz Ejani is reporting that quarry blast damages over 20 homes in Boahu. Residents are demanding action. So over 20 residents of a place called Boahu in Ifija-Kwabre South in Ashanti have had their homes and properties damaged following a powerful blast in a quarry at a quarry company operating near their homes. The Tuesday morning explosion reportedly destroyed several household items, including electronic gadgets such as TV sets. The affected homes are situated close to Cass Quarry Company, which has been active in the area for years. Residents say the frequent blasting activities from the quarry often create panic and anxiety in the community. In the wake of the latest incident, residents expressed frustration and concern for their safety, calling on authorities to address the risks posed by the company's operations. They lamented the extent of the destruction, which has left many feeling vulnerable in their own homes.
To some business, the Ghanaian publisher says the cedi recovery continues. One cedi going for 15 cedi 70 pesos. Sonon Asogli on the power part. Sonon Asogli's 560 megawatt power plant resumes operation after emergency intervention. And then ADB MD pleased with North Shore Apparel Ghana project. Detail says that the managing director of the Agricultural Development Bank ADB PLC Alhaji Al-Hassan Yakubu Tali has expressed excitement and satisfaction about the progress of the North Shore Apparel Manufacturing Project currently ongoing at Savelugu in the northern region. So construction of phase 1 of the project, which was launched in February this year, is progressing steadily and currently about 60% complete. This phase includes a 5,000 square meter sewing production shed containing 50 sewing lines, 73 disability friendly washrooms, and a laundry facility and office spaces on the mezzanine floor. It also includes a 200 cubic anaerobic biodigester, a power and maintenance building, security clinic, crash, on and on.
Now you have an Alan story. It says Dada Beji.
Yes.
And then I'll take you to the FDA's reaction.
Yes. On page 2 of the Daily Searchlight, and it says the story says the transport industry is poised for a groundbreaking transformation under Alan Tremartin's leadership as he unveils the Fadaba Beji for policy. A statement copied to the Ghana News Agency in Accra on Tuesday said, speaking to leaders of transport unions in the Eastern region during a recent campaign tour, the presidential hopeful outlined this innovative intervention designed to make vehicle ownership more accessible and more profitable for drivers and transport operators. Now he's offering an unprecedented opportunity for vehicle owners to trade in their old cars for brand new locally assembled vehicles on a work and pay basis.
Now, the FDA has expressed willingness to undergo an audit by either local or international bodies regarding its operations. Now this comes after the authority faced public criticism following a report about the distribution of about 22,000 repackaged and expired rice to SHSs across the country. Now at a news conference in Accra, Chief Executive Mimi Delis Darkun reiterated the authority's commitment to enforcing food safety standards and ensuring compliance. Right? They said that it is committed to ensuring safety and quality of all products, including food on the market. And in this regard, it has carried out several safe disposals of consignments of food, including rice, whose safety and quality could not be assured or guaranteed. And then basically in reaction to that scandal that broke a couple of days ago.
Well, the Adan Traditional Council is worried over inaccurate media reports. Stories on page 16 of Daily Graphic. Adan Traditional Council in the Greater Accra region has expressed concern about recent media publications regarding salt mining operations of Electoral Ghana Limited. In a statement, the council stated that those reports lacked factual accuracy and appeared to undermine the developmental progress in the Adan Songo Lagoon area. It said the narratives were orchestrated to advance the interests of a group it accused of undermining efforts by Electrochem Ghana Limited to rejuvenate the Songo Lagoon.
We need to leave it here. Thank you, Nathan. Thank you, Caleb. Up next is the Citi Business News. Stay with us.
Oh, jump on now.
Go. Ah, Ugomi, now what time when you come back where I don't hear the sound of your car? Why you buy new car?
No, I don't change my car. It be the same ride. It be the fuel way I change. Way one shouts it. Ever since I started using the all-new Excellium Premium Fuel, fortified with 3-in-1 action. Oh, Joe, now my car they run like electric car. No, so.
This is the type of fuel where they want to. Because now engine they cost. Where they want for way if I buy it, it will protect my engine. And with the small way I buy, I go drive
Absolutely. It's like strapping a turbocharger to your engine and giving it a protector. And what they bust my mind says be the 3-in-1 action. No, Excellium they prevent up to 99% of deposit. It be anti-wear, some be anti-corrosion. Won't pay when I open it.
Hey, so where can I find this magical fuel?
Just head over to any Total Energy service station and your car will thank you.
Hey, they make a finish my go be fast, they rush go Total Energies. My friend, but why you hand my go be inside?
I give you info. Make a feel the go be too small.
Go.
And Excellium is designed to protect your car engine, decrease fuel consumption, and lower CO2 emissions. Don't say fuel, say Excellium. Choose Excellium, choose quality.
Looking for a burst of flavor in every sip? Discover the refreshing taste of Piva beverages. Enjoy the classic Piva Cola flavor, perfect fit anytime. How about a fruity adventure? Try our delightful Piva orange fruit drink packed with recognized citrus flavor. Craving something exotic? Our Piva cocktail fruit drink brings the tropics to you. For a sweet and juicy treat, grab our grapefruit drink and don't miss out on the refreshing Piva Tangerine fruit drink, bursting with tangerine flavor. Piva Cola, Piva Orange, Piva Cocktail, Piva Grape, Piva Tangy. Grab yours today. Available now at your local store. Call us on 055-00-322-31. Piva, a taste you love. This advert is FDA approved.
P for Piva.
When you wake up in the morning and you know the money calling, oh you go work, but you know side in your side. You for believe with us, you for hold my hand and believe, cause you know side in your side. And when you dream, no say I never you. And when you hustle every day, when you wanna go, anything you do, I never you. Many run, if I believe I did aside, fidelity. If I believe with us, fidelity. If I know I did aside, fidelity.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
It's 7 o'clock, City Business News. Welcoming on board EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank as well. Nashika sees us the details. Good morning, Nah.
Good morning, Bernard. Hello and welcome to the breakfast edition of the City Business News, proudly brought to you by MTN Goil and EcoBank. My name is Nashika Caesar. Coming up, Bank of Ghana officially launches sale of Ghana gold coin to offer alternative investment options to Ghanaians. Also coming up, insurance penetration rate in Ghana expected to stay around 1.0%. This is according to Deloitte's Africa's Insurance Outlook 2024. And later, Development Bank Ghana partners with Association of Ghana Industries to tackle challenges confronting Ghana's struggling textile and garment sector. Settle for the details of our stories now. The Bank of Ghana has officially launched the sale of the Ghana Gold Coin GGC to diversify financial instruments and offer alternative investment options to the public. As of November 26, 2024, the coins are available in 3 denominations, which includes the 1 ounce coin at a price of 45,020 Ghana cedis, the price of the 0.0 0.50 ounce coin is set at 22,409 Ghana cedis, while the 0.25 coin ounce is set at 11,188 Ghana cedis. The pricing reflects the previous day's London Bullion Market Association gold price, which closed at $2,635. Now, the insurance penetration rate in Ghana is expected to stay around 1.0% in 2024. This is according to Deloitte's Africa's Insurance Outlook 2024. Despite this low figure, the professional services firm notes that the continent insurance market remains largely untapped, representing significant growth opportunities. Here's more.
According to Deloitte, South Africa stands out with an insurance penetration rate of 11.54%, far exceeding the rest of the continent. Across Africa, however, innovative insurtech startups are stepping in to address the insurance gap. These companies are leveraging mobile technology to deliver micro-insurance solutions to underserved populations, providing affordable and accessible coverage for life, health and crop insurance. Also, some insurtechs are revolutionizing premium payment and collection systems, making it easier for customers to pay insurance premiums via their mobile phones. For instance, Kenya-based insurtech Bima, a micro-insurance provider operating in Ghana, Kenya and Tanzania, uses mobile platforms to reach over 30 million low-income customers with affordable health, life and personal accident insurance. Deloitte, however, notes that Africa's insurance market offers vast potential driven by strong population growth, low insurance penetration and the rise of insurtech and fintech startup. While the COVID-19 pandemic may have delayed the anticipated boom in the sector, it also underscores the resilience and long-term growth prospects of Africa's insurance industry.
That was Emmanuel Opong with that report. Moving on, in a move to tackle the challenges confronting the country's struggling textile and garment sector, Development Bank Ghana (DBG) has partnered with the Association of Ghana Industries (AGI) to revitalize the local industry. The DBG has committed to inject 100 million Ghana cedis annually into the industry over the next 3 years through long-term financing, aiming to boost local production capacity, create jobs and position the sector for sustainable growth. Here is the DBG's Chief Executive Officer Kwame Naduka speaking at the signing of the Memorandum of Understanding.
But if we can get this model to work, then we can replicate it in other specific sectors, and that's what we're trying to do. Next year we're looking at 100 million. But again, and this is maybe a little way in which we're different, I need to see at the end of the next year what our progress is. Have we done the right thing? And then we review and then we make a decision about how we go forward. But clearly this is not something you can do in 1 year. But there has to be a constant review of whatever we do. Because it's important that we build institutions not just for ourselves, but also businesses that grow beyond the initial dependence.
That was the DBG's Chief Executive Officer Kwame Naduka speaking there. The president of the AGI, Dr. Humphrey Yimdake, also expressed optimism about the partnership, stressing its potential to ensure economic growth through strategic monitoring and support for enterprising businesses.
The third leg of the engagement then becomes monitoring. Then how do we create a monitoring platform, both technical and developmental in nature, so that these entities that we've together select and give them all this intervention to policy over the period of the first pilot of 3 years will be impactful in job creation and also in the impact in revenue generation, and also to make sure that they are sustainable to drive the GDP of our economy. This is the framework of the engagement.
That was the president of the Association of Ghana Industries AGI, Dr. Humphrey Dake, speaking there. Now, the Ghana Chamber of Telecommunications has described the current tax regime in the telecommunications sector as a significant barrier to investment. The Chief Executive Officer of the Ghana Chamber of Telecommunications, Dr. Kenneth Ashigbela, meant that the sector is grappling with high operational costs and the challenges of extending connectivity to undeserved underdeserved and rural areas. Speaking on the Chamber Dialogue on the 2023 Industry Transparency Initiative report, Dr. Ashigbe called for a review of the tax policies.
So you're just an investor. Where would you put your money? The industry-specific taxation tends to impact negatively. And again, if you look at the data in the report that we've done, if you take taxation that is related to revenues, for every 1 CD, or let me make it 100 CDs, that you pay to the industry, 43, almost 44% goes back to government in terms of taxation, fees, levies, and all of that. And so because of that imbalance in that regime, you then find out that investment into our industry is suffering. And so it's not for nothing that you find out that Electoral, for example, will sell their industry at $1 to government. And government, we know government has been out there looking for investment. But the taxation regime does not help. The fiscal space is very constricting. Bear in mind that this is an industry that, after paying 9.8 billion to government in terms of taxation, also had to spend 4.3 billion in terms of capex.
Dr. Kenneth Ashigbe is the Chief Executive Officer of the Ghana Chamber of Telecommunications. We move on now to the Public Procurement Authority, PPA, which has clarified that its quest to embark on a nationwide public procurement systems assessment for the next 6 months is not to check corrupt practices. The authority noted that the assessment is intended to identify the strengths, weaknesses and gaps of public procurement systems in the country and benchmark it with international best practices. Speaking to the media after the launch of the methodology for assessing procurement systems funded by the World Bank, the Chief Executive Officer of the authority, Frank Mante, reiterated the need for cooperation in all public institutions for a smooth exercise.
There are a number of indicators that we'll be looking at, and just to emphasize again, they are not coming in to check whether people are corrupt or not. That is not the focus. Of course, if somebody is corrupt, that becomes a criminal matter, and the law will take its course. But that is not the focus of what MAPS. And in the event that the assessors find anything untoward, of course, the bottom line is to look at the strengths and weaknesses of our procurement system and to look at some of the gaps. How can we improve this? Well, that is how every dynamic procurement regime works. You cannot just sit after a number of years and assume that you've gotten there. You need to have somebody have a look at what you are doing. Are you on track? How does that compare with international best practice? Before the OECD or the MAP Secretariat gives you the green light, it means that they should have been happy with the work that was done. This is not something to be led by PPA. We have external assessors come in and then get this done within Ghana. So all public institutions are encouraged to cooperate.
Frank Mate is the CEO of the Public Procurement Authority. Now let's have a quick market check on the currency board across some forex bureaus, and the dollar could be sold to you at 16 cedis 40 pesos. The British pound is going for 20 cedis 50 pesos, and the euro could be sold to you at 17 cedis 30 pesos. And that's all for the breakfast edition of the City Business News, proudly brought to you by MTN, EcoBank and Goyle. My name is Nashika Caesar. Many thanks for your company. Do you have a great business day?
Every day, people have money emergencies. Mom, I need my school fees. Mommy, shop money. Ratchet, mommy, rent. Emergency. Now, there's a new emergency number in town.
My man, I heard there's a new app on the streets that does it all for you.
Ah, really? How is that possible?
Charlie, I also could not believe it too. But I downloaded the app and I'm telling you, I was able to chat with my friends, make video calls, and
well, we know of many apps that can do that.
Oh, let me finish la. I was also able to listen to the latest songs, play games, and read the latest sports news.
For real?
Yeah, and I can send and receive money from the app. Amazing, no?
What's the name of this app?
It's called Ayoba.
Ayoba?
Yeah, Ayoba.
Get Ayoba, your all-in-one app that lets you chat, call, share, play, pay, and listen to music all in one app for everyone. Enjoy Ayoba with MTN and download the Ayoba app today. Everywhere you go.
Join the conversation on the Citi Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag CitiCBS.
excitement and preparations that comes when your child gains admission into senior high school. But we at the Agricultural Development Bank, ADB PLC, also understand the financial burden this comes with for job box, trunk, school mattress, you name it. That's why we have partnered with Prospectus Ghana Limited to offer financial support for parents by introducing the ADB Quick Purchase. With a smart loan of up to 20,000 Ghana cedis, you can pick up all the items on your child's prospectus for school. ADB PLC offers you a repayment plan of 12 months to relieve you of all that heavy financial burden. Every ADB customer who receives their salaries through the bank, military and police personnel, and all other workers on the Controller and Accountant General's payroll qualify for this facility. Walk into any ADB branch nationwide or any Prospectus Ghana Limited office near you to apply for the ADB Quick Purchase. Terms and conditions apply. ADB, the People's Bank. ADB, truly a quick and more.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
L to the A to the L to the A. Normally I be good person, what's it happen? Big question.
7:13. Still listening to the Citi Breakfast Show. Just gone by was the Citi Business News. Brought to us by EcoBank. EcoBank star 770 hash is the new money emergency number. If you run into a money problem, just dial star 770 hash. No need to panic. EcoBank will always come to your rescue. EcoBank is the Pan-African Bank. MTN also brought us the Citi Business News. SMEs, get ready for a game changer. Get ready for Yellow Biz or Yellow Biz. It's from MTN. They're all in one package that will give you a router, genuine Microsoft applications, WebWiz, and Unicom service. Call 100 or 0244 308 111 to find out more. Girl also brought us the Citi Business News. Girl is bringing you the Girl Super XP, the ideal choice for most vehicles, and it's flowing wah in many Girl stations across the country. As you journey on the road, look out for Girl stations with the Girl Super XP sign. Go fuel up your vehicle. Girl Super XP. Go good energy, go yeah. Coming up next is Kickoff. The Gap Star is in the building. Gabby Affairs here. Kickoff proudly brought to us by Shell V Power, the only fuel that can deliver unbeatable performance. So why settle for anything? Let's fuel up with Shell V Power and make your engine unbeatable. Shell, go well. Zonda Ghana is also bringing us Kickoff. Go to any of their 7 branches across the country or get to their head office off the Temaflower Road, close to the Free Zones Enclave. Call them on 0501 773333. Zonda built in Ghana, building Ghana. Polytank is also bringing us Kickoff. Money is hard to come by. Don't waste your hard-earned money on inferior brands. Go and buy Polytank. They've been doing this for over 30 years. Choose Polytank. Polytank near Papa Nuni. After a night of dramatic Champions League football, let's get into Kickoff.
That's a nice forward ball. There is a chance. Edison's come and it's nodded past him by Pashao. The angle is very difficult, but it's in. Throw of the dice here. No, there isn't. The whistle has gone, and Pep Guardiola's Manchester City, who led 3-0 in the early moments of the second half, conceded 3 times.
Well, Manchester City struggles continued as Pep Guardiola's side remarkably blew a 3-goal lead to draw 3-0 with Feyenoord in the Champions League at Etihad Stadium. We'll get to reflect or review the matches from the UEFA Champions League results match day 5. Also coming up,
the first thing we have to do is to vote the new government into power. Because obviously if this government could do anything, it's been 8 years, they haven't been able to do anything. And we are going from bad to worse.
Alright, former sports minister Elvis Ifeanyi is in the news. He speaks about resetting Ghana football following the country's failure to qualify for Morocco 2025. More from him, plus some women football and tennis. My name is Gabio Fair. Thanks to Shell V Power, Lachelle, Zonda GH, and Politan Ghana, Papa Nunye. Alright, so let's start from Europe. And the UEFA Champions League was on last night. Manchester City blew a 3-0 lead to draw 3-0 with Feyenoord in the Champions League as their wretched form continued. At the Etihad Stadium, Pep Guardiola's side looked to be cruising after 2 goals from Erling Haaland and another from Okay Gundogan to put the host into a commanding lead. Despite ending a 5-match losing run, City head into Sunday's game at the Premier League title rivals Liverpool, having failed to win their past 6 matches in our competitions. Here's City boss Pep Guardiola.
Well, Pep, you've ended the run of defeats. That's one thing. But tonight, does it feel like a defeat in its way?
Right.
What got away from you?
No, we give away the action, so in that level, so the game was fine, 3-0 and playing good, and we didn't concede much, but after we concede a lot of goals because we are not stable, we give them the first and the other one, so and that's why it's difficult.
Alright, so that's Manchester City boss Pep Guardiola speaking there. Well, also in Portugal, Arsenal trash Sporting CP. The team City failed to beat last time round. Gabi Martinelli, Kai Havertz, Gabriel Magalhaes, Bukayo Saka, Leandro Trossard getting the goal for the Gunners. It was the second time Arsenal has scored 3 goals in the first half of a Champions League away game, previously beating Galatasaray 4-1 in December 2014.
Very happy, obviously. It's a big result against a big opponent. I think they haven't lost a game here in 18 months. And we wanted to make a statement, you know. I felt really good energy, really good belief before the match. You have to put it into practice. I think the first half was exceptional. It gave us the platform to win the game, and a really positive and important win for us.
As you said, dominant in that first half. Were you actually surprised by how much space that you had?
Well, you have to create that space, you have to earn it, and normally they don't give you that space, but I think we're really clever, really intelligent, really efficient the way we attack them, and that's the way we put our advantage forward.
Alright, so that's Arsenal boss Mikel Arteta speaking there. Well, Bayern Munich boosted their hopes of a top 8 finish in the league phase with an 1-0 victory over Paris Saint-Germain, who remain winless in the Champions League since September. Julian Alvarez double inspired Atletico Madrid to a thumping win at Sparta Prague. Diego Simeone's side started the match in the 23rd spot in the league table. Robert Lewandowski became the 3rd player to score 100 Champions League goals as Barcelona overcame Brest in a dominant display. Only Cristiano Ronaldo with 141 and Lionel Messi 129 has scored more than a 36-year-old in Europe's elite competition. Here is Robert Lewandowski after the game.
I'm feeling very well, you know, after 2 goals, next win in the Champions League, and this amazing count at 100 and 101 goals in Champions League makes me very proud.
Robert, you think of some of the great strikers we've seen in the Champions League over the 20-30 years. How special does it feel to be alongside those names?
You know, that's for me since years. It's like to be close with these big 2 names in the football history is like, you know, I'm trying to do my best. Of course, it's difficult to catch them, but, you know, to be very close sometimes, even over them is like, it's, you have to dream always.
Alright, so that's Barcelona's Robert Lewandowski speaking there after his side beat Brest in the Champions League tie last night. Some more games coming up later today. Aston Villa take on Juventus. Bologna will play Lille. Celtic take on Club Brugge. Dinamo Zagreb up against Borussia Dortmund. Monaco take on Benfica. PSV will play Shakhtar Donetsk. Liverpool v Real Madrid at Anfield at 8 p.m. And both clubs have a combined 21 UCL titles between them. Real have 15 and Liverpool with 6. We hear from Liverpool's boss Arne Slot on the magnitude of tonight's tie.
Yeah, it's a big game. I think Real Madrid, Manchester City dominated Europe and the league for a few years now, combined with Liverpool, because Liverpool was always up there as well, competing with these 2 clubs. So it's a special
week for us, especially because we play 2 times at home. But if this week is done, again the big week is coming up with Newcastle away and the Merseyside Derby. So if you are Liverpool, you always play big games. But yeah, these two are special because these 3 clubs have dominated the league in Europe for so many years.
Let's move away from the UEFA Champions League and come down here to Ghana, where former Youth and Sports Minister Elvis Efiankra has urged Ghanaians, or is urging Ghanaians, to vote out the MPP in the upcoming December elections, advocating for the NDC as the party capable of reviving Ghana's football legacy. He said this in an interview with Maui Sanda on the Channel 1 TV's Face to Face last night, voicing out serious concerns about the Black Stars' disappointing performance in the recent AFCON tournament.
The first thing we have to do is to vote the new government into power. Because obviously, if this government could do anything, it's been 8 years, they haven't been able to do anything. And we are going from bad to worse. So you need a new government with a fresh mandate, with new ideas, so that we can reset. When you do that, then we'll look at all the issues objectively. And I think that the FA have a part to play, the team has a part to play, the technical bench also has a part to play. You know, we should get, with the players, we should get them to the point where they realize that when you are called up to play for the national team, it's an honor. So you should be ready to play for next to nothing. We need to psych them. It doesn't mean that we should not reward them.
Well, Elvis Efiankra also shared his thoughts on the support from Ghanaians that has dwindled in the last couple of years.
It was very, very sad, and particularly when I didn't watch it live, but I watched a replay. And when I saw when Kudus was going to take the penalty and the way the crowd was jeering at him, I was so shocked. I've never seen anything like that. And I think that it's about time the whole country take a closer look at the entire Black Stars, soccer, sports, and do a rethink. It's time for a reset, as we want to reset.
In sports as well?
Yes, absolutely.
All right, so that's former Sports Minister, Youth and Sports Minister Elvis Efiankra speaking to Umaru Sanda on Channel 1 TV's Face to Face program last night. Well, the Executive Council will meet Coach Otuado today to discuss his technical report on the just ended AFCON qualifiers and the overall performance of the technical team since assuming duty earlier this year. It will be the second time the ESCO will be meeting Coach Otuado after that abysmal outing in the AFCON qualifiers that led to Ghana's failure to not qualify for Morocco 2025. Well, speaking of Morocco, the Black Queens will be there next year, and reacting to that is former Black Queens defender Faustina Ampa. She believes the 2025 tournament will be a pivotal moment for Black Queens head coach Nora Hutler's coaching career.
We all can agree to it that we can probably judge her based on tournaments because she has not gone to any tournament with the team. And also, I think the high-profile game that she played was with Nigeria. Now, I know Morocco too, they are doing good, and if I'm not mistaken, I think they had a friendly some time ago. And we lost to both games. So with the tournament, we will see because tournament is different from playing one friendly match.
All right, so that's former Black Queens defender Faustina Ampa speaking there. Well, before I leave, Novak Djokovic has appointed Andy Murray to coach him into and through to the 2025 Australian Open. The 3-time Grand Slam winner Murray retired in August after exiting the men's doubles at the Paris 2024 Olympics and will now join the Serbian team in the off-season and coach him through the opening Grand Slam of 2025. That's the very latest this morning. For more, you can head to City Sports Online. That's coming on X at City Sports JJ. We're back later, 5 p.m. with Sports Flash. Kickoff was proudly brought to you by Shell V Power. La Shell is under GH on Polytangana. Papa in here. My name is Gabi Ofa. Enjoy the rest of your day. Do take care of yourself and bye-bye.
Hey! Well, yo, I did tire for Abu Chef. See, everything I do, Abu won't do some. Last year, I bought a cattle farm in Yanton. I see he go buy a farm next to mine. I marry Fauzia. No, he marries Fauzia's sister. I buy my motorbike. I see, no, he go buy motorbike too.
But you don't see, say, since you buy your bike, he has bought 4 motorbikes, which have all broken down. He don't maintain bikes at all.
His problem be say he dey put wrong lubricant for his bike inside. The correct motorbike oil wey if you put inside be Shell Advanced Lubricant. Shell Advanced Lubricant be the only motorbike oil wey dey make am for motorbike to protect engine, clutch and brake wey he no know. Wait me wallahi, I no go tell am. Shell. Hey, well, wait, where you dey go?
If you don't go tell Abu, me I dey go tell him say make he use Shell Advanced Lubricant for him bike.
Hey,
visit any Shell station or distributor today to get your Shell Advanced Lubricant for your motorbike. Shell Advance, complete protection for your bike.
Guys, Charlie, you know that mining contract I've been chasing for years now. I just got awarded the deal, but the issue is where to get the right and quality heavy-duty trucks to execute this job here in Ghana.
Relax, my guy. Remember my recent construction deal at Pokwase? Zonda sorted me out.
Zonda? What? Who is that?
Zonda Tech Ghana Limited is your one-stop shop for machinery, heavy and light-duty trucks, and pickups. They have the Shantui bulldozers, graders, payloaders, rollers, power pickups, 4-land light trucks, TX trucks, and oil tanks. Made and assembled right here in Ghana with top-notch after-sale service and standard prices.
Made in Ghana. This is amazing.
You haven't seen my Zonda Power pickup, which I take to the office. Strong, durable, and tough on our roads.
Hey, that's from Zonda too?
Absolutely. Zonda is the right place for you, my guy.
Oh, now I am sorted with Zonda. Zonda Tech Ghana Limited, your solution for heavy and light-duty trucks. Located at Tema, off their Flower Road. Call 0501-772-222 or 0501-773-333. Zonda, built in Ghana, building Ghana.
Only one politician, so reliable, trusted by generation. We want the citizens to buy only politicians.
In a world where only the best survives, you need a fuel that can match your drive. A fuel with unparalleled protection for your engine, superior efficiency, and unrivaled performance. A fuel so unbeatable, when you get behind the wheel, you'll focus on what really matters. The journey ahead. That fuel is Shell V-Power, because no other fuel gives your engine better protection, better efficiency, and better performance. Be unbeatable. Drive unbeatable. Shell V-Power. Shell. Go well.
Yasaka Fufrabo, Pepe Powder, Pepe Ojawo, Sankofa Pepe Powder, Sankofa, Pepe Powder, Sankofa Pepe Powder. ATN Bokata Nia Botoyoa, Sankofa got you coming. Go for Sankofa Pepe Powder, Sankofa Pepe Powder, Abuna Bunu Amoje Kaka, Sankofa Pepe Powder, red and hot, very natural, Sankofa Pepe Powder, Chichinga and Nambia, Sankofa Pepe Powder, noodles, Ghana Jolo, Sankofa Pepe Powder, SCC Anette, Sankofa Pepe Powder, Sankofa Pepe Powder, Sankofa Pepe Powder, Sankofa Pepe Powder.
Join the conversation on the Citi Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag CitiCBS.
Join the Republic Verse. Enter the Republic Bank space. Online or within the banking hall, we open the right doors for you to make the most of life. With our suite of superb banking products and services, our clients, corporate, SME, investments and individuals get to enjoy amazing benefits. Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
We're the one for
Channel 1 TV airs live on DSTV, GoTV and HD+. On DSTV, find us on Channel 363. On GoTV, we're on Channel 117. And on HD+, get us on Channel 108. On a digital TV, run a new search. But take note that without an antenna, you cannot access Channel 1 TV. Channel 1 TV can be accessed on any free-to-air digital box, like the DSTV and HD+ boxes. Channel 1 TV, telling your story, empowering change.
Ojam, did you know the NDC once promised a one-time premium for NHIS?
Yeah, but when they won the elections, they could not implement it and almost collapsed the NHIS. Today, this same man is promising Mahama Care and free primary health care.
They think we are kids in this country. We do have short memories, like Mahama said. Remember the capitation pilot in Ashanti? You were stuck with one health facility, no matter what.
That was so limiting. But look at us now under the MPP. There's real change.
The MPP expanded NHIS coverage to include serious conditions like childhood cancer, sickle cell disease, and kidney dialysis for children under 18 years and all people from 60 years and above. Today, with just a short code, you can renew your insurance.
Truly, the MPP has restored our hope in the health system. See the Agenda 111 and other new hospitals are springing up everywhere.
So, this election, let's vote for continuity. Let's vote to protect our health care. We will not fall for fake promises again.
Santopia is offering up to 30% off your favorite fragrances, skincare and makeup from 29th November to 1st December on all in-store purchases. Opening from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. each day, visit any of the 9 stores located at Accra Mall, Achimota Mall, West Hills Mall, Osu Mall, ANC Mall, Palace Mall, Sphinx Road, Junction Mall, Kempinski Galleria Mall and Kumasi City Mall in Kumasi. Don't miss out on this Black Friday sale. For more details, call or WhatsApp 0552 772 018. Santopia, a scent for every occasion.
The situation all like Christmas party is Christmas Eve. Forget the usual. A big celebration like none other. The situation all white Christmas party is taking over the city with music, magic, and memories waiting to be made. Think cozy vibes, electric beats, and the perfect blend of festive cheer and wild energy, all in one space. Date 24th December 2024. Venue The Underbridge, East Legon. Time 8 p.m. Dress code, it's an all-white affair. Come and dance like nobody's watching. Sip, mingle, make merry, and unwrap the ultimate Christmas Eve experience. Dress to impress, bring your holiday spirit, and let's make the situation all white Christmas party unforgettable. Call 0205-973-973 for table reservations and get ready to party. It's going to be lit at the Underbridge. The situation all white Christmas party 2024 is powered by Channel 1 TV with support from 97.3 City FM and proudly sponsored by Series and Orica Ghana, sole distributors of Carlsberg beer and Kiss drinks. We gon' celebrate your party with you. Come on now.
Join the conversation on the Citi Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag CitiCBS.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation. The Citi Breakfast Show. Rise above the noise.
7:38. 97.3 City. You'll be hearing more voices from the streets as the election approaches. What are ordinary voters saying about election 2024?
It's been 3 years since knocking on your door.
But a few quick birthdays. Happy 40th to Eugene Kwabena Osabute of Stanbic Bank. Thank you for all you have been to me. You took up the role of our father and mother at a very young age and executed it seamlessly. I am what I am thanks to your sacrifice and selflessness. I really appreciate you. I wish you many more beautiful years. From your forever indebted brother Gideon Osabute to Eugene Kwabena Osabute, Stanbic Bank. Good morning, team. Permit me to thank God for the lives of the Kojo Adi family of Kuntunse on our 20th wedding anniversary. Praise be to the Lord. This is Charles from Kuntunse.
I don't wanna wait in vain for your love. I don't wanna wait in vain for your love. I don't wanna wait.
Well, the Electoral Commission has come up with a very baffling policy around covering elections. We'll talk about that on the show today. Later on, some researchers have been looking at the safety of Ghanaian media around elections. They'll share their findings with us on the program today. But this November and December, Zenith Bank Ghana and Visa are rewarding the Zenith SME business card holders with exclusive giveaways. Be one of the first 40 customers to sign up for a Zenith SME business card and receive Total Energy vouchers to fuel your car, or be one of the 100 Zenith SME card holders who will receive shopping vouchers from Amazon when you've spent a minimum of 10,000 cedis on internal transactions this month and the next. The Zenith SME business card is the card that keeps giving and the ultimate payment solution for SMEs. Sign up for the Zenith SME business card today at any Zenith branch nationwide. For more information, call our 24-hour customer center 0302-680-884. Zenith Bank, in your best interest. And the new order of retirement is here. You can retire on your own terms with a guaranteed monthly income for the rest of your life. Simply invest a lump sum into the Old Mutual Retirement Salary Plan today and start receiving monthly income to enjoy the perfect retirement. It's that easy. The best part is you get to enjoy salary increase 16% this year. Reach us on oldmutual.com.gh or dial star 789 star 01 hash or call 0504 534 333 or Brapa Ahuntonkwa. And own the rugged and reliable Volkswagen Amarok manual transmission 2.0 liter engine. It's diesel, delivering an impressive 132 kilowatt of power, available at an unbeatable price of just 540,000 cedis. This special offer is available until stocks last. Call or WhatsApp Universal Motors 0544 338 804. Don't miss out. Act now.
I wanna know now, for I to knock some more.
Now there's exciting news from Coca-Cola. Thrilled to announce the return of your favorite Coca-Cola original regular taste of 300 ml glass bottle. You can now buy and enjoy the refreshing taste of Coca-Cola with the convenience of returning your glass bottle for reuse. There are different flavors: Coca-Cola, Fanta, and Sprite. And this is going for a cool 3 Ghana Cedi 50 pesos. For those who prefer the recyclable PET bottle, is going for 6 cedis. More details on this campaign and activation, follow our social media pages, Instagram and Facebook at Coca-Cola_GH. Experience real magic with Coca-Cola's original taste. And if you need to service your car, call Auto Parts Wholesale. They have factory service products like engine oils, coolants, transmission oils, batteries, brake pads to keep your car on the road for many years to come. You can locate us at Ashalebuche School Junction, Spinkters Road, North Kaneshi, and Hacho. Call us on 020-484-2247 or 05711-00233. But I think I need to visit Auto Parts.
Definitely do.
I'm beginning to hear some cheer in it.
I thought you moved to a new place because the new area has better roads.
So yeah, some parts are still bad. You know, they say they drip it, and when it rains, then all of it is gone. So it's always.
I used the I don't know whether because the Nanado motorway overpass.
Correct.
It was
on
Sunday. Oh my God, Charlie. It was nice. Oh, Charlie. In fact, if you are coming to situation on 24 December, use the Bemakam bypass so you can just have an excuse to use the road. So you go over the motorway and enter East Legon. Oh my goodness. They haven't finished labeling it though. So a couple of people got lost. So if you're going from the Mahama area towards East Legon, you bear right to Tema or you continue to East Legon. If you are not careful, you can confuse yourself. But once you use it once or twice, Charlie, oh my goodness. Beautiful road. You know, if you want to all the roads together, just enjoy. All right, we'll be talking some elections, but a few more birthday requests coming through. Happy birthday to Reverend Ernest Opongmanfo, resident pastor of ICGC Transformation Temple and District Supervising Minister of ICGC Kaswa District. May the Lord bless and keep you from the Ofori Amanfo family to Reverend Ernest Opongmanfo. And then a birthday alert to the APC's Obapa in Team Berima. A happy and glorious birthday. May the Lord and the Spirit of Asanteman continue to bless you from APC Executive Council to Asante Professionals Club Obapa in Team Berima. Obapa in Team Berima.
Oh, this one says you're truly one of life's best gifts to us. Thank you for being human and being so kind as you celebrate another age. I pray nothing makes you lose your sparkle and love for humanity. May the Lord shower his blessings reserved for the very best humans on you. We love you very much. Belated happy birthday, Gloria Sam Domina, from your sister Adjoa Tinkroma Domina and the rest of the family.
So this is Beres Hammond, one of the proper, we call it Lovers Rock. So enjoy.
Those were the days when love used to rain. Hey, we danced all night to the songs they played. We can come again, do it just the same. Hey, now I feel it in my heart. We in such a golden time at the park. Now there's hardly any safe place left to go. Someone's bound to come and try to spoil the show. Remember the songs that used to make you rock away. Those were the days when love used to rain. Hey, we danced all night to the songs they played. We can come again, we do it just the same. Hey, hey, John Old Johnson, Ellis, Carol Wilson, Dennis Brown. Hey, hey, Big U, Josie Wells, that are rolling with the time, yeah. And you had to hold your woman real close when Smokey starts to sing. Temptations, Marvin Gaye.
Oh, umbra. Aye. Anyone, Jenny be money fine. Be an one no kuna.
Watch your better.
Watch your tashimbra. Professor J na kain hole. Be an any be a jelewa 1 year my any man only boniface in honi na kain. Ofia no chake akaba chake wa mita wa lenche ko e prepaid 1 million shane ni no machine no be na je ba chale eta. Okay, be sano ya eko mo ya yin lo won ba se mbra. Me nshiri do mo vote ko na shafi na mi to ma vote. Yes.
Mini kebino ba kwe. Me ba no vote.
For gallon come 1,000. Maba. Me o mo watch o money be price. 8.8 maba. Mbra yo. Ete win maba. Common park ipon wo ke ho ni na post. Wele na post. Me na afio. Afinele mi unke ma mi vote ko down mom ni vote ko down sha finele ma vote o mi nko mo ni ngwa ba chon mi ake nke han le because we towo you tell ni obi ene towo wa ni bi ene you tell ni obi un san tu ni Sankra ni chuni ya kucho nemi anye keke junki anye afe noko nutumo ba kucho nemi. Young girls ke young boys no be mo me ni yen je me na fa gbegbe SS na ke ni bi ananu tumo anye hia ewe ha ni yuta fo keke ni bi ne sa afefe tramo ke ni bi ewo keji government ni baba alo wo MPN ni mba ne baba kwene me fende so bi ha wo kele ni ya ewo mi afine mwele mi vote ko da sha fine ma vote ye mbo ni na ni ni
for my aliens.
Okay, me ni chimo ochun e bi e.
O fa ni ho brodo ka wo wulo.
Ke ni chimo ya le den.
Ah he loko.
O na kan.
Wo wulo jala wa brodo e jala wa fo jala wa. Nche won gbo e. Won gbo de nche. No fian re fe basa. Ni wonu hihye. Ona akeshi kun e ke mi wapo e ke ye mi anwu e. E fi of free. Fi o se ne le kula loko e ya no. Wo wulo ni bon shin. No me create fe 20 cedi. Wo wo shin le 1 cedi 50 pesos. When it's 70 Ghana, a war block will be cash 4 cedi.
4 cedi.
4 cedi.
Na ba hill.
Anaye papa. 4 cedi e kombe. Aja ke create for 70 Ghana. Blood on e ake wo lo le mi, ake ba ham. 12 cedi ni ho le 15 cedi. Bi ane 20 cedi. E wo bi ane 22 cedi. 2 cedi pay, 2 cedi de touch ka ta man ke 3. AF4.
No, the way things are moving, we can't. Every day there is an increment of fuel price, and people are not talking about it. Do you get it? Always there is fuel increment. Today you go 14 cities, 30 pesos. The next day you go 14 cities, 50 pesos. It's very boring. You know, this government, actually, I voted for him last 4 years. I didn't know that is all that would be.
You voted for the MPP last 4 years?
Yes, I mean I'm a full MPP man. You know what happened in the past 3 years, what we've seen. This government will not help us. This government will not help us at all. It will not be able to help us.
So if you buy fuel, for instance, you drive from where to where?
Actually, I drive from here to motorway, Tema, or maybe Ashaiman.
And in a day, how much do you use on fuel?
Actually, almost getting to 600 cities. Always.
A day?
Yeah, because if you don't go more trips, you can't get your car when car says for him. And your mate too, know all this in the tax that you've been paying. You pay 6 cities at the entrance for tax, for exiting at the entrance. Do you get it? Then when you get to Ashama, you have to pay your booking fee. And police too, what the erratic thing that is going on. The police people, we don't know what the drivers have done to them. Just here, if you move straight to Temasek Janshi, you see the police people there. If you move to Bishop, police people are there. It's very, very boring. And one thing that we, the youth of this country, have to take it to notice is that if it gets to election, they say that all of us, if you are above the age of 18 years, with sound mind, you should come and vote. Okay, all of us will go and vote. But why is it that if you come to something like job, then they will give some criteria that this person must get this qualification? Why is it that if you get to election, why wouldn't they call those qualification people to go and vote? Do you get it? Someone will complete a SHS. There's no job for the person. The time I completed SHS, I came into this place to chop meat. By then I was a mate. Do you get it? Why is it that to get to election, then we say that drivers, mates, all of us should come together and you should come and vote for the person or someone who will contest. It's very boring. Although they have some qualification. If you buy your graphics, they will say that someone is qualified this one, 5 years, PhD, that person is acquired with their job, so the person should come. No, it's very, very, these are the things that the government has to do. They have to have some moderate, those that they've completed the SHS, those that they are investing, those people need to get some limits. Because now someone who is selling pure water. See how very, very scorching the sun is.
But you think government hasn't created enough jobs? We have youth employment agency, NAPCO came.
Yeah.
You think there are jobs?
There is no job, boss. The jobs as for now that it has come into our nose, now the job is if you are at MPP that you get job, if you are at NDC that you get job. That is not. If you are an MPP guy, cry. If you are not that tertiary guy, they will not give you. If you don't complete tertiary, they will not give you. You get it. All connections. Why is it that to get to election time, someone who is selling Pepsodent, you expect that person should come and vote for you, and you people will come into power. Then we get to job, then you say that we have this qualification, you have some criteria that the person must follow before that you give the person job. It's very, very pathetic.
You're saying 4 years ago you voted for the MPP.
I voted for the MPP.
And now who are you going to vote for?
Oh, actually Mahama. I'll vote for Mahama.
And you think that Mahama can do it?
Yeah, because this man has really helped. At times The of last 8 years, we thought what the way they brought with their message that these people, the MB people, they said that they'll create jobs and things. So all the youth were, following jobs, because if you get job, you can do anything that you like. Do you get it? But now there is no job.
You came to buy what?
Rice.
Yeah. You've been buying rice as O2 night market offer.
Yeah, they are deal, so they are now to buy.
Oh, okay. How are things going? Are things okay if you're buying the rice? Has the price increased or is the price the same?
Yeah, the price has been increased, but as for me, I think I'm okay with the price, but we are still moving forward. We cannot go back. So as for me, I'm okay with everything. Yeah.
But you've been coming here offering to buy.
Just here, I did here, so now.
Oh, you stay in Osu?
Yeah, just here now, around here. So here now to buy my things, everything.
For the youth in Osu, are there some challenges or some issues that maybe you want, like maybe the government should have done for you that the government hasn't done, or things are quite okay in this constituency for you?
For me, I think things are quite okay for me, because the thing I can only say, we are still moving forward. We cannot go back. Yeah, we are going forward. So as for me, I'm okay with everything that is going. Yeah, I'm okay.
Will you vote?
Yeah, I vote.
Who are you voting for?
As for me, I'm voting for Baumia. Yeah.
Why Baumia? Tell us about it.
Because as for me, I didn't enjoy the free education, but my junior sisters are enjoying now. So, and one of our last born is going to free education. So I think one of my family too will complete next year. So I have to vote for Baumia to continue the free education. Yeah, that's my choice.
I work with Compute Ghana.
Compute Ghana.
Yes, please.
How has the system been, if we say about cost of living in this country and all that? How has it been so far for you as a worker?
Okay, so as you can see, cost of living has been very, very high. So we are living in a country where we only vote for party sake. We don't vote for the interest of the country. So this has led us to where we are now. But to be very honest, cost of living has been very, very high compared to the previous years that we voted Nana Akufo-Addo in. Cost of living has been very, very high.
And if you say cost of living has been very high, let's say in 2012 or 2016, how much were you using a day, and how much are you using now to survive in a day?
Okay, during 2016, before even 2016, when the election started, all right, probably a day could be like 20 cedis. I could spend like a day 20 cedis on food alone could be 20 cedis. Yes, of course.
But now how much I spend?
Oh, now I spend like 30 cedis a day, even close to 50 cedis, 70 Ghana a day. Yeah, on food.
That isn't much of a big margin, or what do you think?
That's a big margin. Because previously we're buying Kenke for 1 CD 50 pesos, and then now you came telling us that Kenke 1 CD 50 pesos is too expensive, and now we are buying Kenke for 7 cedis.
7 cedis? Yes, where in Osu here? Yes, because we understand that Osu is a place you can get Kenke at a very cheap price.
Osu is Accra. All right, and Osu happens to be the center of Accra. Okay. So since Osu happens to be the center of Accra, things are very, very, very expensive. Things are very expensive here, especially food. Yeah, compared to those other regions. Okay. Yeah.
But you being an indigene here, when we talk about health situation in this constituency, as a constituent, an electorate, an indigene, what do you make about the health situation in this constituency?
Okay, the health situation here, I think, is quite okay. So we have the Osu maternity, and probably we have rich hospitals, but I don't know. For VRA, I've never been there. But even though the health issues are okay, probably sometimes we find it more difficult to afford for drugs. Sometimes when we go to the hospitals, to buy drugs, and even with the health insurance, it's no longer working. Majority of the institution, they tell you health insurance, but you go there and you end up paying very mass amount of money, and then it gets to be that the health insurance we are using is of no use to the country. So that's what we are going through. But with health issues,
Okay, Ridge Hospital has been one of the health institute that has been helping here. So I think that's what I can say.
Fully. Will you vote?
Yeah, of course I will.
And what will influence your decision to vote?
Okay, looking at the hardship of the country, you understand? Yes, I'll look at the hardship of the country, and the education system is one of the problems that we are facing in this country. Because looking at it, coming up with this double track has been a very huge burden on the parents and of course the school as well. So I think I will look at the economy and then the education system as well.
Huge question I'm asking you. Who are you voting for?
I'm voting for Mahama, of course.
I'm a trader.
You're a trader. And also, you're a trader.
Slowly, but me who say a modern bo. Onipa bia no asitine mu no abrabo ankasa ye enimia ene modern bo ne mpai bo. Nti se wo bo ho modern na umia weni na wo bo mpai a said ye tie bia no wo kakra wa no Nyankopon so ebema wo saka. Na mo sa wo saka wo na obehwe so yie said ye ebema wenye bi ato ho. Na se wo saka kakra no kra no wanhwe so yie a wonya pem kra no wanhwe so yie a ebesa so ebefiri wo nsa. Na mo kakra no na wo hwe so yie na ukoba da kunyam kupon betumi ebie kwan ana atonsuo pa bi egu so ma obi kura betumi adom eyiwe fisa ohanom na nyina na nam Nyankopon so enti ano de sede na obisa sede ekono sa na me de ma dwen kire efa medwuma meye no ho no sa na me hu no because bibia nye easy sa enda for
enti se ka se na aban akono mboa be na wo hwe a nipa a wo ye trader wa ha na aban aboa we si afa
sede abayako abayabano Bible kura kan bibi ewo mu se diweja ene wo na eni ama won kwan ware wa asase so mentumi eno de eno ni asemo amisi de bia meka tena me nkasa entia obi a wetumi abobra komanim se eda se mahama se eda se agbawo mia ana akufo ado ana president for mo atwam akufo mo min kasante obi ada because be mo abobra kodu no menu ho ye na momo se de obi sami se de aban fofora aba no se na me hunu no de me hunu na me ka kire o se ni nyina ye nipa omodimbo as a citizen no so no kure wonyame anim wo so obebo ho modin ni bi na aban no so edemboa to me yet aban bi enu obetumi aya ade 100% ede amount do no se be papa Mahama kra ba on to me nya 100% me papa akufo ado so ba on to me nya 100% me papa gba omia so ba on to me nya bibia 100% ma on to me mba ofie se de bi obema usika se gididi
what aba
de meto because as a good citizen bia na se oto aba as a good citizen bia ese se oto aba na uyi wa ban na utumi eba no be shembra.
Voices from the market. Osu Philip Nilate, catch him on Channel 1 television. It's a beautiful show. It's called Community no, it's called the Community Connect. Yes,
the conspiracy is somewhere like
yes, this is he goes into the community and then he speaks to people. He's done this in many places. We'll bring you more on this later on. Let's bring you the tech and social media trends segment.
It's brought to us by First Bank and Telecel. If you're sending money to Gambia, Guinea, Liberia, Nigeria, Sierra Leone, it's easier now through the Pan-African Payment and Settlement Systems PAPS. You can send or receive money. To send money, all you need to do is to visit any First Bank Ghana branch nationwide. Your cash will be sent. To receive money, you would need a First Bank Ghana account. Find out more about the PAPS system. Call 0596-921-921. And the Telecel More Money promo is exciting. It's at its peak. Over 50 winners have already walked away with 30,000 Ghana cedis each week in a weekly draw. And we are getting closer to rewarding one customer with a grand prize of 1 million Ghana cedis. cedis. So who is going to be the lucky one? Keep purchasing data, airtime, or reload your fixed broadband to get closer to becoming a millionaire. The more you reload, the better your chances of winning. Don't miss out. Dial *500#, send WIN to 500, or visit the Telecel Play app to opt in for free. Join us, and T's and C's apply. Promo is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform. Telecel, connecting energies.
So the show is called Community Forum with Philip Nilate. Well, let's get into the segment. The trends and the technology. Nathan, tell me more about that.
All right, let's get into the trends. And last night's Champions League games, of course, have Manchester City trending. They threw away a 3-goal lead. They drew 3-3 with Feyenoord. The wheels look like they are coming off. It's just not working. It's just not working.
So they went 3-0 up.
They went 3-0 up of about 65, 68
and still contrived to concede 3 goals.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. So Manchester City drew. So people are talking about the Man City there as well. Partey is trending. He helped Arsenal beat Sporting Club
this time, Partey,
by 5 goals
Can
to
you
1.
imagine that he was not getting called up to the Black Stars? Was it like injury or?
Yes. So the last. So this one he said he wasn't available. The previous one he said he was injured. Anyway, but talking about Partey, the other news emerged from England yesterday that an Arsenal fan had been given a 3-year ban for racist comments he tweeted at Thomas Partey. This was from a season before. Arsenal drew 3-3 with Southampton. If you remember, the season where they contrived not to win the Premier League, they drew and drew and drew. So Partey missed a chance in that game between Arsenal and Southampton. And then this gentleman, a Nigerian by
How do you call him a gentleman? How can he be a gentleman?
Tweeted some very, very sickening, very unpalatable things.
So this is 3 years ago?
3 years ago. And then the gentleman was picked up by the police. So yesterday, the court finally ruled.
Wow.
And they gave him a 3-year ban. He's supposed to do community service. And according to the story from The Guardian, when the police showed up at his residence, he was shocked the police found him.
Sure.
And then he admitted that, yes, I tweeted those things. But
why? He was insulting.
He was insulting Thomas Partey. And he said that he didn't mean to, but he tweeted as though a white person would tweet.
So a Nigerian was racially
abusing Thomas Partey. And then he said he didn't, but he only tweeted like what a white person would allegedly say.
The British authorities were able to
find him. They found him, got to his house and arrested him.
Police are working in some places.
So all of that happened.
May they work everywhere too.
Amen. So that's also trending. In addition to the Champions League.
3 years ago.
3 years ago. It happened
think about it
2 seasons ago.
Think about it for a minute. Somebody tweeted a racial slur against a footballer.
Yes.
He's not even from Britain.
Yes.
3 years later, the police appear at his door and find him.
Yes, they find him. He admitted to
Here, somebody knocks down a traffic light and runs away. And that's the end of the story.
The East Legon matter is still.
But now he's in court.
We hope.
Yeah, but the point is, it's the thoroughness and the it's amazing.
Yes.
We need to invest in institutions.
Yes. So you can find we share that story on City Sports Online, so you can find it there. On a lighter side from last night's Champions League games, French side Stade Brestois or Stade Brest are trending. Now, why are Stade Brest trending?
Did they beat Barcelona?
No, they lost 2-0 to Barcelona. That's not a surprise. They are trending because CBS's coverage of the Champions League last night, which is exclusive to the US, had Kate Abdo, Mike Carretas, Jamie Carragher, and Thierry Henry, their regular set on there. And at the start of the show, Kate Abdo, the hostess, told Mike Carretas that he was not going to comment on anything Stade Brest.
Oh, really?
And then she started asking the guys all kinds of
funny questions.
Playing
on the words.
It was just funny.
When the police not show up at the door. All right.
So people are talking about that. And to some politics, EC is trending. EC is trending because of the latest announcement they made.
I don't really understand what EC is trying to do. 8 media houses per constituency.
Yeah.
I mean, how? What equation? What formula? Like, I don't know how people get up and make these decisions.
Anyway, to some other things, National Cathedral is trending. And then last night, Bernard, somebody did a very interesting poll. Mentioned 4 journalists in Ghana. You are part. Samson Ladi Ayenini, Johnny Hughes, and some other journalists. And they said, okay, if you were to pick one journalist to interview Dr. Baumia on the economy, who would you pick? Right? Who would you pick? So that was the question. And they put 4 pictures, including yours. And people, so a lot of the comments that came in said you were their number one pick to interview Dr. Baumia on the economy, and by virtue of that, you are trending. 16,000 posts have your name in there.
You're not 16,000.
Yeah.
Convert that to Ghana cedis. Let's start.
16,000. No, let's make it dollars.
Okay, so they should bring him.
Several posts are mentioning your name and all of that. Anyway, to some tech news quickly.
They should send it to Sami Oku so that he will organize the interview.
He will organize the interview, no problem.
Can do it between now and election. With no ball.
So Chinese cell phone maker Huawei yesterday unveiled a new flagship phone that is boasting entirely homegrown software.
Is it?
Yes, and the aim is to give users an alternative to Google's Android or Apple's iOS.
Okay.
All of this is an effort by the Chinese tech giant to defend against possible further sanctions by Washington. With Trump coming back into power, you can imagine that the trade wars might be reactivated.
He's already started announcing
the new Mate 70 smartphone. Yeah, the new Mate 70 smartphone features the Harmony OS Next operating system. It no longer supports Android-based apps, but it is solely Chinese.
Guy, I need to do some research for me. Donald Trump, he's called Donald John Trump. Find his day of birth and I want his Ghanaian name. I want to know the way he's behaving. I'm sure he was born on particular. I have to just be sure.
I will
check for me. Is Donald Trump a Monday born or Sunday born or something? I need to know because he hasn't even taken power. He said Mexico, you are allowing people. I will give you something. He said these people they are allowing poppy trade. You finish them. Canada. This guy. The way your man, no, Ziaji, man of Boyolo. He hasn't even sat on the chair. Donald John, is it Della Trump? Kojo Trump.
You're looking for a bank to rely on. Let me give you a shoulder to lie on. Would we say to bank if pray no lie? Only one place where I get my eye on. Make I introduce you all to First Bank, the best services in the world, first rank. Customer service, everything is well planned. I make music, I travel, I sell land. They be my reserve tank. Cause every time I know my money's safe. Universal banking, it's in me here on the date. I'm a busy person, me no need time to wait. Now I got to Spain, even when I'm in the States. My me blue shirt. The team in office is chilling, but who cares? Cause I bank with the best. I'm lucky, I'm too blessed. When it comes to First Bank, it's too west. Everything is you first. Woo!
Nobody if you do, I'm like us. First Bank, we treat you first. Treat you first. Somebody see yeah. Think about you first. Think about you first.
You first, First Bank.
Kind of way, tell you so the more money promo now.
Everybody likes money, but what do we like more than money? More money! Join the Telecel More Money promo and win money, more money, and even more money. Simply opt in for free and reload your mobile and broadband and be the lucky winner of the 1 million Ghana cedis grand prize. Also win cash prizes of up to 3 million Ghana cedis in the daily and weekly draw. Opt in for free by dialing *500# or send WIN to 500, or you can opt in on the Telecel Play app. The more you reload, the higher chances of winning in the Telecel More Money promo. Keep loading, win, and be a millionaire.
Telecel. Connecting energies.
Terms and conditions apply. This promo is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform.
Join the conversation on the Citi Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag CitiCBS.
Me danger na nama me ground. But dead spices here what Jenny say. Nanya good taste. If we say yeah the natural spices and I they want all purpose stew, noodles, curry and nutmeg and a jollof. Dead spices. Taste yummy. Taste lemon. Dead spices. Taste gay inside.
Faster, what's the package?
It's a jewelry. Grandma's 90th birthday gift. It cannot be late.
Don't worry, Fastel's on it.
But is your driver vetted?
We're more than vetted. Fastel couriers are rated, tracked, and trusted. You'll get real-time updates from pickup to delivery confirmation.
I can choose my courier and get multiple codes all in one place?
Exactly. We've got courier
couriers competing to deliver your expensive jewelry.
I just got a notification. The jewelry is delivered.
For every parcel, every need, Fastdel's got your back.
To register as a sender or a courier with Fastdel, log on to fastdel.com.gh or call 0303 958 303. And as a courier, this is an opportunity to even make more money. Fastdel Limited. More options, more savings, great satisfaction.
This is the story of Kofi Ba from Takwa. His story has just begun, but it has a world of opportunity ahead of it. His first day at school, his last day in SHS, going to the university, getting into the fast food business, expanding into the delivery business, and
everything to look forward to. And just like Kofi Ba's story, Absa Bank believes there's something special about your story. And we invite you to write it with us. Your story matters. Absa.
The Situation All-White Christmas Party is back! It's Christmas Eve, forget the usual, and step into a celebration like none other. The Situation All-White Christmas Party is taking over the city with music, magic, and memories waiting to be made. Think cozy vibes, electric beats, and the perfect blend of festive cheer and wild energy, all in one space. Date 24th December 2024. Venue, The Underbridge, East Legon. Time 8 p.m. Dress code, it's an all-white affair. Come and dance like nobody's watching. Sip, mingle, make merry, and unwrap the ultimate Christmas Eve experience. Dress to impress, bring your holiday spirit, and let's make the Situation All-White Christmas Party unforgettable. Call 0205-973-973 for table reservations and get ready to party! It's going to be lit at the Underbridge. The Situation All-White Christmas Party 2024 is powered by Channel 1 TV with support from 97.3 Citi FM and proudly sponsored by Ceres and Orica Ghana, sole distributors of Carlsberg beer and Kiss drinks. We gon' celebrate your party with you. Come on now.
Old solution for the future.
On December 7th, let's vote number 1. Let's vote for Dr. Baumia. Estroho.
Santopia is offering up to 30% off your favorite fragrances, skincare, and makeup from 29th November to 1st December on all in-store purchases. Opening from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. each day. Visit any of the 9 stores located at Accra Mall, Achimota Mall, West Hills Mall, Osu Mall, ANC Mall, Palace Mall, Spintex Road, Junction Mall, Kempinski Galleria Mall, and Kumasi City Mall in Kumasi. Don't miss out on this Black Friday sale. For more details, call or WhatsApp 0552 772 018. Santopia, a scent for every occasion.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
I'm Ismaila Yiyano.
Okay, and what do you do here, sir?
I'm secretary for We Protect the Children workers here.
Oh, okay. So as secretary, what exactly do you do here?
Oh, I'm fight to bring the slaughterhouse.
Oh, okay. Now, I was asking you a question about how many youth work from here as, butchers. How many of you are here?
We are more than 500.
Almost 500.
We are more than 500.
Oh, okay. And your argument is that government needs to build a new slaughterhouse for
Yes.
When was the old one demolished?
Old one. Almost 10 years. Almost 1999. Yes, 1999. December. On the 19th December.
1999. Did they tell you the reason why they demolished it?
Yes. They said they built new one for motorway. committee 18. That's why I come and merge the spread house.
That place.
Different consequences, different tema, different Jamestown. You got me.
Tema can hold the whole straight out. Jamestown can hold the whole straight out.
Any consequence. Okay. By all means, we get straight out. It's fine.
And this is our letter to the government. That's me, let them mummy ole. Hey yo, sound boy. I tell me ninga ite punche for ganshona. I live very close to the Colena. Hold the doors left phone corner. We do pung at the cool. No more. We catch fish for the whole nation. She got no go fuel no quotation. The battle brought in the inflation. Bring on all this confusion. But the government take our award. Yesterday, no, our boats are my sword. 3 die and go to the God. Don't mean now, why I would on the award. NMFN, nonsense stability. One large storage facility. Yes, incompatibility. I can't mean about the 1 way and the bucket. Then they call me Fisherman. Hold on, international Fisherman. Then they call me Fisherman. Hold on, international Fisherman. Together when we no go fishing. Together when we no go fishing. Demonstration we go. Government afinoco. Government want to go. In a fisherman traconco. Demonstration we go. Government afinoco. Government want to go. Get the men we no go.
Is there a better Jama song? Oh my God.
We no go fishing.
Fisherman traconco.
We no go fishing. To give holiday to farmer, I'm alive. Even big gas and tractor,
I'm alive.
Recognition and structure, I'm alive. Scholarship too, I'm alive. Why you no do so for the fisherman? Not even telephone, Kasapa, Charlie Yanko, Akamila.
Kasapa.
In the Kakapo, Takocha.
You know Takocha. Takocha be the sponge. They chew like, you know, when you want to clean your teeth in the traditional way. Sometimes you use charcoal and then you add takocha to it. No, Gaspilla, do a new song.
That was long before we found out.
But this song and Telemo, I think 2016, 2015, 2014. This song was just...
You know, and what made it so big was that, you know, we were doing a series on the coastal community.
Yeah.
Where we traveled to,
the fish matter. No?
Yeah, the fish matter. You know.
Oh, good morning, Julius Deborah.
Hey,
fish, you know. Fish, you know. Julius Deborah be main man. Hey, Julius Deborah. Charlie, you know that guy. You know he no matter who you are, when you deal with him, you can't be angry with him. Julius Deborah. Oh no. He has some gift. You know he's too good. Hey, Julius Deborah. Fish is
demonstration we go.
No, we come out and shoot for this now.
Caleb, you do what you have to do. You know, you are not here, so you know. Charlie, fish matter. This fish matter. Hey, Charlie. You know this thing we are doing right now, and people are talking about where they will vote and where they will not vote.
Yeah.
We used to do. We'll go to coastal communities as part. So as this community forum that he's doing, we used to do some at coastal communities, and there was a specific week that the fisher folk were just hungry. Charlie, everywhere you pass, bring me Sunday. Then Charlie will fire Gasmilla and what's that? I'm fishing. Oh my God. Charlie, you do what you have to do.
From the innovative minds at Wega Vision Limited, Ghana's leading technology company, comes Frog. From fish, we move to Frog now. The ultimate USSD, OTP, and bulk SMS messaging platform designed to transform your business communication. With Frog, you enjoy the lowest and unbeatable messaging prices to all mobile networks in Ghana, whether it's bulk SMS, voice SMS, IVR, USSD, OTP, all the solutions you're looking for. tailor-made at Wigal Vision. We are not just building software, we are building trust. Our secure APIs and developer tools ensure seamless integration for businesses, big and small. If you're ready to take your customer outreach engagement to the next level, visit www.wigal.com.gh or sms.wigal.com.gh. Numbers to call 0554 170 599 or 0553 0195 29 today. Wigal Vision, empowering businesses one message at a time. And if you're looking for litigation-free land, contact Royal Kingdom Estate. We specialize in land acquisition, construction, design, property management, and more. With properties in prime areas like Bree and Accra, land starting at 90,000 Ghana cedis. We offer flexible payment plans, affordable homes ranging from 2 bedrooms, premium furnished apartments for short rentals in East Airport. Visit us at Cantonments opposite Soul Clinic International School. Call 055 755 5909 027 277 8880. Send us an email, info@Royal Kingdom Estate. And Royal Kingdom Estate is building communities, nurturing dreams.
All right, Nathan.
Yes, Santopia is here. They are offering up to 30% off your favorite fragrances, skincare, and makeup products from the 29th of November to the 1st of December. Brands like Dior, Chanel, Burberry are up for grabs. So find any Santopia, Accra Mall, Achimota Mall, Westers Mall, Lusu, all the other malls you can imagine. Call or send them a WhatsApp message 055-277-2018. Santopia, a scent for every occasion. January 2025 admissions are in progress at the Heritage Christian University College. They are Tamasaman behind the Olympic Stadium. And since 2018, they've given over 450,000 cedis as startup grants to students to start their businesses. Call them on 020-229-8399. Heritage Christian University College, educating compassionate entrepreneurial leaders. Now, if you are in the lottery space, the NLA is informing everybody that the 29th of November is the deadline for the submission of application forms if you want to operate and sell lottery products within the legal framework of Act 722. After the 29th, if you do not get in touch with them or submit your form and you are found operating or selling lottery products, you will be dealt with accordance with the law. NLA development through games. Now, VW is providing a special deal on the new Terramon trend line. It has enough space to put 7 adults in there comfortably, and this 3.6 liter petrol engine comes with maximum power that takes you and your family to any destination across the 16 regions. The starting price 750,000 cedis. Take advantage now. Hurry while stocks last. T's and C's apply. Get in touch with VW Ghana on 0257 956688. Now, for all limestone operators, quarry operators, salt mining operators, and sand winners, you are being told by the Minerals Income Investment Fund to pay the appropriate minerals royalties into the designated MIIF account at the Bank of Ghana or through the ghana.gov.gh platforms. And the MIIF is currently undertaking a nationwide operation to ensure that all mining companies comply with Section 28 of the MIIF Act 2018. Treat this as urgent and act on it to avoid sanctions. Get in touch with the MIIF on 0201 855 660 or send an email to nana.tando@miif.gov.gh.
If you want a British degree at a fraction of the cost, you want a vibrant student experience in a community that equips you with useful employability skills, you're also looking for some good scholarship opportunities, think of Lancaster University, Ghana. You'll be taught by finance faculty trained to UK standard scholars on 020-960-700. www.lancaster.edu.gh is the website to visit. Shoot us an email at admissions@lancaster.edu.gh. Lancaster University Ghana, the only British university campus in West Africa.
All right. The Electoral Commission has come up with a quite strange regulation that seeks to limit access of media houses to collation centers at the constituency and at the region. Here's in an interview Umaru Sanda Amadou had with Dr. Eric Bokman-Asare on this issue.
You know, at the collation center, apart from the media and observers, you're also going to have agents of political parties. So, for example, we have 12 candidates contesting the presidential election. So each of the candidates will have their agents at the collation center. Apart from that, those who are contesting the parliamentary, they will also have their agents at the collation center. UC officials are going to be there. So in the wisdom of the commission, the conclusion was that to create an enabling environment for a smooth collation exercise, let's restrict the numbers. And we think that at the constituency level, to have 8 media houses is generally appropriate. And the regional level, 12 media houses is also very, very much appropriate.
That's your view, but we disagree as media. So I want to know who may have given this advice. Did you, for instance, speak to the Association of Journalists, at which meeting it was decided it's all right to have 8 media houses at the collation
center? We arrived at that
center?
conclusion based on our history and the nature of the collation centers. If you are not very careful and you don't manage the collation centers very well, you may end up having a lot of problems, challenges to deal with. So the commission believes that with this particular arrangement, it will create a very smooth collation exercise at the constituency and the regional levels.
Doc, your work is hinged on transparency, and the media gives you the best transparency ever. If the media cameras or the number of media cameras gives you the best transparency ever, why are you blocking them out? And I mean, if you want to reduce numbers, why are you targeting the media and not anybody else?
No, we are not only reducing numbers per se for the media. It's something which cuts across. And you know, we are making the point that you have 8 media houses. Let's look at a constituency like Banda, a constituency like, let's say, Hohoi, another one like Bantima. You have 8 media houses. We think that 8 should be enough.
No, but Doc, why do you think 8? Okay, so let's use a constituency where I am now, Okaikwe South. You are choosing 8 media houses. How do you arrive at which media house goes to cover? So in Ayawaso, Okaikwe South, we have Channel 1 TV, we have UTV, we have... There are so many media houses. Now, these are just media houses based here, but if you want to look at just Accra, how do you determine that Peace FM should go, but Muntie FM should not? How do you determine these 8 media houses for a collation center in any constituency across the country?
So we've come out with the general framework, the general guideline. The other details will work with our district officers to identify. But we believe that by identifying 8 media houses, we should be able to have enough media houses who will be covering the collation, and they will be able to feed the good people of our country.
Yeah, but again, you appreciate my concern here. We are as media people.
And you know, Mr. Sender, the media houses are many. If we are not very careful, then we cannot even have a space for election officials. We cannot have space for agents of political parties. Look at somebody who is contesting the presidency will have only one person in the collation center. The one contesting the parliamentary will also have only one person. UC officials, observers are going to be there. So we need to make sure that the place is such that we can manage and regulate the collation exercise.
Doc, as a country, we decided that we are going to pluralize our media space, and so since '92 we opened the space up, and that's how come we have 500 plus radio stations, we have TV stations, we have newspapers, we have online portals, and we even have citizen journalists. Now the idea is that let everybody show what is happening, and it is the reason you as a commission stopped using opaque ballot boxes and started using transparent ballot boxes, because you want the thing to be, as they say in tree, finching. What you are saying suggests that you are blocking out the media, and that would be the first problem when it comes to issues of transparency.
So we are not blocking, Mr.
No, you are. If you are choosing 8 media houses in a constituency.
No, you know, the collation will take place simultaneously at the constituency.
Exactly,
level.
but we haven't complained. We haven't told you that we don't have enough personnel to send to all the places. If as a media house,
I know you haven't complained, but what we are also looking at safety. Public safety is very, very important.
How is the media's presence at a collation center going to affect public safety? I don't get it, because you see, in the past we've had media houses go and they haven't. In the past, can you tell me which media house's presence caused safety issues at any collation center? For which reason you are deciding now that let's reduce their numbers?
I'm hearing you.
Yes, Doc. I'm saying that if you say that you are reducing the media presence at the collation centers because of public safety, I'm asking if in the past any media person or media house caused any problem or led to any safety issues at any collation center, for which reason you're advising yourselves now that you're going to reduce the numbers.
I made an earlier point that the collation center will have media personnel. We are going to have
only 8 media houses.
Yeah, we are going to have all this personnel. We need to ensure that we have enough space for each of these organizations. Observers are going to be there, and we have international as well as domestic. Other partners are going to be at the collation center. UC officials are going to be there. We have our collation officers, our technicians, returning officers. All of them are going to be there. And a number of the collation centers are not so big enough. So what we are saying is that to be able to manage these places very well, if we have at least 8 media organizations, or let me put it, 8 media organizations there, 3 TV stations and 5 radio stations at the constituency level, that should be enough to give us the information those of us who will not be able to get to the collation center. I think that when we do that very well, it will augur well for our democracy, it will augur well for the coalition.
Actually, it will not. It will actually lead to retrogression of the democracy, Doc. And I'm speaking to you here as a media practitioner who does not agree with what you're...
That's why you are saying about from the evidence we have, we think that simultaneously in the constituency are 276.
Yes.
And we know some of the media houses are so big enough that they can afford to have personnel in most of the constituencies.
And now you are going to prevent them.
No, we are not preventing them. And Mr. Sanda, you have been in this business for a while. At times, others do get the stories in their organizations and you still use it for your work. So what we are saying is that at each constituency, let's have 8 media organizations.
Doc.
And once they are there, they should be able to get the information the rest of us will need.
Doc.
At the regional level, let's have about 13. The national level will certainly be higher than that.
Dr. Eric Bosman-Asare, speaking on Irish Nation News yesterday, I heard this interview and I couldn't believe it. I honestly couldn't. I don't know if you listened to the interview when it was aired originally. I don't understand. And I'm not sure if Dr. Bosman-Asare actually understands what he's saying. That he's going to, or they are going to allow 8 media houses per constituency. 3 TV, 5 radio. And that for the region there will be, is it 12? I mean, what is the? I'm shocked. Like, how? Who advises these guys? You have over 350 active radio stations in the country, over 120 TV stations, dozens of newspapers, an election that is so competitive.
Citizen journalists.
And then you say you have 8 media houses per constituency. So take maybe Medina. Their collation center is the Presec Assembly Hall.
Mm-hmm.
That hall can take at least 2,000 people. All right. You have your system set up. Then you are telling me that if you allow, and by the way, this is if you allow more media houses, it could lead to public safety issues.
This is simply a reckless decision.
I can't even understand
it cannot be justified. It is irresponsible. It is whimsical, bogus, and capricious, to quote the Honorable Osei Chairman Sabonso. This decision must not and cannot stand. The Constitution of this country guarantees media freedom. It prohibits any form of control, restriction, attempt to gag what media does or does not do within the lawful limits of the authority. Without any legal basis, without any factual basis, rise up as the Electoral Commission, say that, look, you want to restrict access to the media in these spaces, undermines all of those guarantees the Constitution of Ghana gives the people of Ghana. Because, mind you, we have the legislature, we have the executive, we have the judiciary. Now, the institution given the authority to police all of these, to guarantee transparency so that democracy can be brought to the doorsteps of the people, is the media. And they are to do that to the best of their ability without anybody seeking to intrude as to influence either directly or indirectly that which they do in service to the Republic of Ghana. This decision goes in a long way to unfortunately confirm or to support or fuel the view that there is an attempt to do bad things at the coalition centers. And this cannot be allowed, because this is not the kind of thing you expect a progressive electoral commission celebrated across the world to be doing. We have a time where people are suspicious of the electoral commission. People are saying all kinds of things about attempts to compromise the electoral process, undermine the goodwill of the will of the people, and the media that sheds light on what the electoral commission is supposed to do or does in fact do. You are saying you want to restrict on the basis of what? Public safety issues. I've covered elections in this country for well over 2 decades.
How does media?
Never has the media
contributed
to public safety issues at the electoral, at the collation centers, let alone the polling stations. I've never seen that. And there is no record in literature that tells us that that is the case. So if you have respected people who previously covered the electoral process, academics who wrote about these things in the past, civil society organization leaders who did some work on this thing in the past, now occupying the very sensitive position of commissioners of the Electoral Commission, you don't expect an irresponsible decision like that. This is ill thought out. If they do not withdraw it, I am serving notice. I will sue them. Because what is this? We want free, fair, transparent elections.
Now,
Kofi wins, he goes to Parliament.
No,
Kamina wins, he goes to President.
Is there any practical basis for this?
There is none.
If you think about it, like
there's none.
Look, I'm trying hard to imagine why.
As we speak, we those people who have applied have received our accreditation from the Electoral Commission.
Yes.
We are told that there's a backlog; those will be cleared. Now you are doing that because you want to make sure that you are certifying people who are known to be media professional to be there. Now give them the accreditation. Once you are satisfied that these people can do their job, let them go there. As to whether they will cover all of the polling stations is another matter. It is not your business to tell them that you want to restrict access to 2. Because
and how do you choose the 8?
That is different.
Because we have 34 constituencies in Accra.
Yeah.
So I am planning to have a journalist in each constituency in the region.
Yeah.
In fact, in the country.
Yeah.
So how are you going to say that for, say, Trouble, you are going to have 8, and who will be the 8?
Yeah.
Are you going to choose City, TV3? Are you going to use Graphic Times?
What will be the basis?
Yeah, I mean, how do you announce such a far-reaching thing without any modalities, without any consultation, without any discussion?
Whimsical, capricious.
And then you just announce it, and then you come on here to defend it and say that you want public safety at the police center.
Has the police complained to them?
Public safety.
Been an issue.
We want to see the security
you have
or
13,
intelligence report.
you have 13 political parties or 13 candidates on the ballot.
Yeah.
13. So if each of these 13 has a representative there, now you're saying that as for media, you want to restrict to only 8.
Can you imagine that?
And it's not as if you are providing a clean feed of the process. And even if you were, it still does not satisfy, because every media has the angle they come from. Covering, maybe he has not observed how we cover elections here. Because you see, you go to a polling station or a constituency collation center, it's a big hall. Somebody can decide to mount his camera at the back to have a wide shot.
Yeah.
Somebody can focus his camera on the screen where the tabulation is being done. If there's a recount, his camera is on the ballot box. Somebody is focused on the faces of the electoral officials. Somebody is focused on the faces of the agents. Somebody is interviewing people around. You see, because the more you cover the election, people understand the process.
Yes.
We are happy. You can't have a country with this level of media plurality and then decide. And this is not, we've done elections since, at least in my adult life, 1992.
Yes, at least.
I've never heard such a thing before in my life.
I've
never.
I'm trying to picture the collation center also, right? So I've been to the art center, which is used for a collation center before. Presec Assembly Hall has been used as a collation center. Wejagbawe, where the district assembly is, there's a big conference
So
room
they
where
use big halls.
Usually they use very
halls.
big halls, and then the media is, somewhere in the middle with our cameras, and then we are also with our notepads.
Sometimes they demarcate a line.
Fantastic.
All the time. Us that we set up at
All
a
the
specific
time.
place.
Yes. So that the polling agents are there.
Have we ever been overcrowded?
No, there's not been that. Anytime there's been a butu, at least from the last time I recall, it's always outside where the supporters are alleging something, so the media will have to rush out to go and see what exactly is fomenting trouble, and then we report on that. So I'm struggling to appreciate the point that Dr. Eric Bosman Asare is pushing for, which they want to restrict the number of media. If anything, I think usually the tensions come from the supporters who are outside.
And actually,
So,
the more media you
not seeing
have,
it.
the less likely you are to, because you see, once people have cameras everywhere, then we can see what's going on. In fact, if there's even a fight, sometimes it's the media's cameras. I remember.
Yes.
I also was Wogon.
Fantastic.
The commission asked us to submit
That's the
videos we
example.
had to aid them in their work, because they themselves they don't have the information, and there were camera guys. Some of them were in buildings and different places who took shots, which we sent to the commission for which they used to use. So, how do you tell me that? Let's listen to Suleiman Brahma. He also spoke on Eyewitness News, and he completely disagrees with the decision.
For me, it's quite shocking because this is not the first time we are having an election as a country. We started in 1992. We kept growing. This is the first time I'm hearing the Electoral Commission take this action. And what makes it quite surprising for me is that we all know that from various studies that have been conducted, public trust in public institutions, particularly the Electoral Commission, has been waning. And so if anything at all, the EC must be interested in actions that would at least boost public confidence in the transparency of the process. But if you now say we are limiting media presence in the coalition centers to 8 media houses at the constituency level, 12 at the regional level, one wonders whether they are going to be doing the coalition in shops or in classrooms. I suppose that these are public events, and I mean, who else is better to bring the information to the public than the media? And what I've seen is that they are saying the regional directors must select media houses that they deem credible, and they limit it to radio and television. Since when did media become just radio and television? What about newspapers? What about the online publications? So I think this is a very misdirected action, and well, as they say, better late than never. This is something that I think should be reversed.
So I'm sure you do agree that this is going to restrict media freedom and access to information, but what do you think this is going to do to our election coverage?
Well, so if you take Ashanti region, and then they say 8 media houses at coalition centers, and they are talking about radio and television. As I said, for example, what about what about Daily Graphic? What about Ghanaian Times? What about the Chronicle, the Daily Guide? And what about City Newsroom? What about Ghana Web? What about Major Online? And all the other media platforms that are not radio and television. That's the first thing. The second point is, so here in Accra, what are going to be the 8 media houses that will be allowed in the constituency coalition centers? And who will determine that? So it's quite a curious action. And as I said, I wonder whether the coalition is going to be done in some shops or some classrooms and not in the open spaces that we always know. Even though I know this time they say, well, they are looking for a fenced perimeter. But my assumption would be that this could be like a field or, the compound of a school and so on, as is always done. So people would be right to read motives into this whole thing. Is it part of the processes that people would say, oh, the EC wants to do something? That is why they don't even want the public to know much about it. That's why they're limiting media coverage and so on. I don't know why the EC is inviting all this onto itself. And as I said, I think the better reverse.
In terms of our democracy, is this in any way retrogressive?
Absolutely. I mean, we always say that part of the positives of our democracy is the fact that we have plural media, diverse media presence in almost every district. And so if this is part of the strength of our democracy, why would you want to limit it?
in a crucial democratic exercise of elections. I think that this is a very retrogressive step in terms of our democracy and in terms of the integrity and reputation of the Electoral Commission itself. I heard Dr. Bosman talk about the fact that, there will be other observers and so on. Is it the first time we're going to have observers coming to observe our elections? For every election, we've always had observers. So what is different this time around? I think this is really untenable. And I don't know how they're going to justify this, to convince anyone.
Mr. Brahma, in the spirit of ensuring media freedom, if the Electoral Commission refuses to reverse this directive, will the Media Coalition or Foundation for West Africa do anything to ensure that this is reversed?
Well, as I said, it's early days yet. I think that it is something that they should really reverse. I don't see the justification. I don't know why they would do that. So the EC is saying that for this election, no newspaper is going to be allowed to cover the election. The EC is saying that no online media outlet is going to be allowed to cover the election. I mean, how can they do that? It's just completely untenable. I don't know whether they really reflected on it before the decision. Otherwise, who told them that when we talk about media, it's just radio and television? So you go to a constituency where there's no television station, no radio station, but maybe some local online platform that can at least present information to the people, and they say, no, that's not media. I think they should reverse.
Suleiman Brahma speaking to Ajua Domina on CNR on television yesterday. Prior to that, you heard the Deputy Chairperson of the Electoral Commission, Dr. Eric Boxman Asari, speaking to Marusanda Amadu. We are still scratching our heads as to what on earth could advise the EC to come up with this policy that says 8 media houses per constituency coalition center to cover the election and 12 per region. So, and he actually went ahead to say 3 television and 5 radio. so a newspaper not covering the election. Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
What about the online portal?
I don't understand.
Is bereft
and
of
I don't know if
any
they consulted
democratic
anybody.
wisdom.
I don't know. Are you aware of? Do you understand this?
Do I understand?
Do you understand what Bosman is telling us?
Yeah, I do understand. I understand 100%.
Do you agree with you?
No, I don't. I don't think it's necessary, to be honest. I don't think, and it's a necessary disruption to their own communication and
an unnecessary.
Yeah, an unnecessary disruption and distraction to what they are trying to do. It will not succeed. They have no basis. On which grounds are they going to disqualify? And it's not in their place to choose which media houses cover. It's beyond them. So they should stick to the prosecution of the election. And these are, if you like, housekeeping issues. Okay, you want to manage the chaos and all those things. There's a way to go about it. I would imagine a thing like this. Can you have a meeting with GIBA? Can you have a meeting with GJA? Can you have a meeting with NMC and see whether we can craft something? 1 week to elections, this is so unnecessary. So, Dr. Bosman, you have to just move to another issue. This one, it won't succeed. The media will come there anyhow. You won't even have the adage to go and stop somebody. So let's not. It's unnecessary. Let's leave the media to cover. Trying to clean up this media engagement with the election process. Then you could have had another way of making sure that indeed accredited media will cover the elections. You understand? Yeah. Are they? Is it a registered company, properly so called? Yeah. Is it a member of GJ? Is it a member of GIBA? Those are the things you do. You don't come and throw. You don't.
And in fact, the accreditations have started coming.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you don't come and you can. You see, you can't monitor what you are saying. In any case, you can't monitor it. Who is going to do that?
It will be difficult.
So, Dr. Bosman, sorry, we are using your name because you said it. It will not work. So let's move to another issue.
Well, because it's in the media, the way that we bought.
They should withdraw the circular, the letter.
Because you see, the thing about this is that it affects all that the media has been planning towards this election. And by the way, the credibility of our elections in the Fourth Republic has been largely a media supported field. You know this, right? 2000 elections, you can say, was one of the elections where media's eagle-eye coverage allowed. In fact, that's what even created this whole media interest in elections. The 2000 elections, he was part of it. So, and we've done this for 2004, 2008, 2 rounds, 2012. So now the media coverage is part of people's elections.
See, I don't think they are taking away media coverage. I think we should be fair on that. They are not taking away media coverage. What we are saying is that the attempt to restrict the numbers per constituency is just unnecessary, because it's going to deny some media houses from covering the election the way they want to do it.
So that in effect will take away their coverage.
Yeah, that's what we are saying. So no. I'm saying that it's different from no media should cover.
Oh, no, that's not what they are saying.
Yeah. So we are saying that it's a distraction that they themselves, they don't need. You know, the culture of mistrust that is invading our whole election process, and you don't need this one. Just leave the media to do their work.
Because when you do that, you just heighten the speculation, suspicion.
And the other thing is that practically, I don't even see what problem they are trying to solve.
In 2012,
no, they are creating one.
Because there's never. In 2020, for example, I don't know that there was any report of overcrowding at the collation center, occasioned by excessive media.
No,
there was nothing like that. Because there are 276 constituencies.
Yes.
On average,
even if there was a problem of overcrowding by media, this is not the way to solve it. That's all. Because you cannot execute it, you cannot supervise it. Okay, so granted, you say that you are giving 8 per constituency, right?
5 TV, 3
Who
radio.
determines the choice of the 8?
That's where capriciousness comes in.
We don't know who. So if a 9th one comes, whose duty is it to dismiss that 9th?
And is it EC's job to even say public safety? Is public safety?
No, it does not.
If for example, the IGP has met media, he's met political parties, he's met civil society. I suspect he's the one in charge of public safety, right? So, and in that meeting, he didn't say anything about this. So it's probably not been discussed with the security establishment about safety at collation centers and the need to restrict numbers.
They should show us the evidence.
You get it? So it's just completely unacceptable.
Bossman, this one was not properly thought through. We should withdraw it and move on with our lives. I'm telling you that the media will come and cover. They will cover not India. Look, you say what? You forgot that you have Daily Graphic. You forgot Ghanaian Times. You forgot Chronicle. And then you gave 5 radio, 3 TV,
5 radio.
5 radio.
So let me read it out.
Somebody said, Bernard, this is a solution looking for a non-existent problem. Solution.
It is written, authored by the Deputy Chairman of the Electoral Commission Operations, directed at all regional directors,
and they've
copied to the Chairperson, Deputy Chairman of Corporate Services, and accreditation for media.
So their district officers will implement this.
Exactly. And they say, the date is 25th of November 2024. I bring you greetings from my secretariat. Ahead of election day on the 7th day of December, this comes to request that you send us the names of credible media houses. So they have written credible media houses. Credible media houses. I.e.
And it's addressed to who again?
To deputy, regional directors of the party. Not the party, the Electoral Commission. So they say credible media houses, i.e. radios and TV stations in your districts and regions. Now, so the officers there are to exercise their discretion to determine which radio station or TV station is credible. Completely unacceptable. Now, the purpose is to enable us provide them with accreditation which will allow them entry into the constituency collation centers and the regional collation centers as follows. A. Constituency collation center. 1. 8 media houses per each constituency collation center. A. 3 TV stations, 2 personnel per station. B. 5 radio stations, 1 personnel per station. B. Regional Collation Center, 1. 12 media houses per each regional collation center. A. 5 TV stations, 2 personnel per station. B. 7 radio stations, 1 personnel per station. Please submit the names of media houses before the close of day today, Monday the 25th day of November 2024. Please note that without the accreditation, no media personnel can enter our collation center. Thank you. Now, look, the Electoral Commission doesn't operate on the basis of some huge vacuum, right? It operates within the constitutional framework established by my grandmother, who was part of the people who voted for the 1992 Constitution. And nowhere in the constitutional provisions we have seen are they given the authority to restrict a constitutional guarantee that there shall be media freedom in Ghana and plurality for that matter. And the constitutional instruments that they've sent to Parliament for them to be passed into, none of them supports what they are doing. And the Constitution makes it clear that where you want to exercise discretion, right, of the kind that they are seeking to exercise, there has got to be prior publication of the same in the sense of a CI, so that we all will look into it. This decision that they seek to enforce is not supported by any law. They do not have the authority to do it. It does not in any way broaden the scope of our democratic frontiers, and there must be a complete and total withdrawal of the same, because we completely reject it. And those at the Electoral Commission have got to know that this election year is it's one election that we have not seen before.
Yeah.
And so there is so much suspicion.
Charlie?
They should not do things that will go to further the interest of those who want to say that this election lacks credibility or legitimacy, and therefore we reject the results. No. In 2012, Bernard, I was in the the engine room of the strong room of the Electoral Commission. But for the media's presence there, what would have happened in that room? Look, nobody would have even predicted it. Those of you who are like the new ones who are coming and listening to us, please go on YouTube and Google an African election. Watch that documentary and see what happened in the engine room. We were close to the precipice. So the Electoral Commission people who are there today, they should follow the good examples of Afarijan. He did not do anything close to this. He allowed everybody, if you believe that you want to cover the election, apply for accreditation. Simple. Once you are given access to areas that you are lawfully entitled to within a certain meter from the electoral process.
You know what is funny is that in your accreditation process, you already have control over who covers, because you have the list of people who are accredited, and they also observe.
Can we call Dr. Asari again?
He spent almost 20 minutes with Sanda yesterday on this.
That's what I said again.
Probably, maybe to think about it again. Yeah, maybe, because I haven't slept, because I was shocked.
We need to inform him that what he said won't do it.
You want to inform him?
I want to inform him.
We'll not do it.
Oh, we won't do it.
But my worry is that, you see, they've sent the circular to their regional and constituency or district.
No, they will withdraw. They will withdraw the
They
circular.
have to.
They must.
They will.
Before close of day, actually.
They have to, because
you made a point earlier about consultation. So the question I keep going back to is, how did they come to this conclusion? We've been voting since '92. Never have we heard that journalists are overcrowded and there's a public safety matter. Even if you have this bright idea, have you spoken to the GJA? No. Primpack? No. Giba?
NMC.
Have you met NMC? No. Have you called heads of media houses to ask them,
how can we do?
What can we do?
What modalities we put in place? For example, IGP met in media and said, let's discuss what we can do together to keep safety. So if out of that we all announce and say, maybe we will not do this or that, it's a collective decision. And this is very normal. You see, the consultation process of police, EC, parties, this is how we do things in Ghana.
Let's call him again.
In Ghana, and this
will they allow people into the strong room this time?
There's no strong room. That one has
There's
been
no
removed.
strong
That
room.
strong room thing has been removed. So from 2020,
there's nothing strong anywhere.
There's nothing strong in the room. That strong room thing has been cancelled because it was generating. In fact, based on what you guys said,
it was generating a lot of suspicion.
So we decided that this thing is not necessary. Let's open the place. I think it's why in the 2020 election there were regional coalitions, which makes sense. It decentralizes the voting. So actually, the decentralization of the counting makes it easier and faster.
Yeah, that's what it has always been.
So the strong room where they all come and wait for everything, it's no longer necessary.
So you see, the purpose of the strong room was to receive the results from the regions and then tabulate them.
Exactly. Yeah, but it's changed.
You're talking about the 2020.
So that the returning officer for the whole country
puts it together at one place and
puts it together and then would announce that, oh, these are the numbers. Yeah. What happened in 2012 was that some results had come in. And those results were received and were to be entered into the system so that everybody would say, oh, all the party representatives will sign on to it. Then for some reason, after receiving those, some other numbers kept coming in, which numbers disagreed with those that they had already received in the system. That was where the fight started. So then the claim was that some people were trying.
And were these regional numbers or
these were regional, constituency numbers.
Which is why now they are saying every region will collate.
Yes.
So the returning officer will just receive 16.
Yes,
results.
From the regions. Yes.
So the problem with that system was that in 270 constituencies or whatever, you are waiting for maybe 10.
Yeah.
And it's from different parts of the
country.
country.
And we're faxing. Fax.
So it's going to cost. so now
we don't even know how fast it's going.
So now when you do the regional thing, you already have a sense of what to expect. So maybe you have 15 regions and you're waiting for the 16th region. You know the overall population of that region. It's easier, it reduces the tension and also places a bigger onus on the regional electoral commission, who also the people there obviously know. So for example, in a certain region, your reporters in the region, they all know each other. So it's easier to do than to all of us because there's also international media involved. Right? So this 7 media is choosing. Does it include Deutsche Welle, BBC, CNN? Where would they go? So if CNN wants to cover the election or BBC.
Bernard, Dr. Sarah is sorry. I apologize on his behalf.
Until I see.
Sorry, he forgot.
Is it?
No, he's sorry, please.
Papa, he's written a letter to people.
It has to be.
No, he will withdraw it. I'm saying on his behalf.
Yes, it was signed by him. It was a memo.
He signed it.
Yes, he signed it.
He signed it. So until they reverse the letter, they will say.
Oh yeah, by close of day today. In fact, before close of day, they have to withdraw it.
The thing, if he doesn't withdraw it, it still will not work.
That one I know. That one
it won't work.
No, they must withdraw it.
No.
It can be
so that there's no risk of enforcement to our.
It can be applied capriciously in some places
to their own detriment. This is, you see, the only thing the AC has to safeguard is their own reputation.
Exactly.
Which is in reputation for some reason.
Now, if there's suspicion and this degree of unease around the conduct of AC. Maybe it's somebody's imagination, but you don't conduct yourself in a manner that will feed into it. That's all we are saying. Look, today is Boss Manasai that is working for the EC. Tomorrow
we reject it.
Let's read a few comments.
There
are loads of comments coming